Reborn as a lion, everything begins with self-discipline. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 26, Miracle Medicine appears. Roar, of course, Chenmo growled and nodded. Squeak, praised the Lion King. The ice crystal mouse, who received the reward, bowed to Chenmo again like a pilgrim. However, it did not drink it directly, but held the Coke and trotted all the way to Elsa, then concentrated the ice spirit power on its little paws and cut a hole on it with difficulty. Squeak, the ice crystal mouse handed the open Coke to Elsa. Elsa did not refuse the kindness of the ice crystal mouse. She was really curious about the black water that the Lion King's brother specially went to the human world to get, so she stretched out her tongue and licked it. Then she showed an expression that was hard to describe. Then, the ice crystal mouse shared the fat house happy water with other lions one after another. The ice lions were generally not used to this taste, but they still showed an expression of liking. After all, this is the black water rewarded by the Lion King. Especially Xiongba, the fierce lion face actually showed an incredible excitement and liking. Chenmo felt that this expression was exaggerated. Xiongba, I want to improve so much? Looking at the action of the ice crystal mouse Xiaobai sharing the Coke, Chenmo looked thoughtful. The people that Xiaobai shared with were all ice lions that had awakened extraordinary. And the order was almost based on the status of these lions in the lion group. I didn't expect that Xiaobai was actually a social mouse. After sharing, the ice crystal mouse couldn't wait to drink a sip, and then its mouth was wrapped by the churning bubbles, as if it was about to explode, and it couldn't help but start spinning in circles. Squeak, it tasted so good that it turned around in circles. Seeing this scene, Xiongba was thoughtful. It turns out that this is how to express delicious. I learned it. Lord Lion, the barbecue is ready. At this time, Chenmo heard the voice of the black guy. After he returned to the lion group, he set up the barbecue grill and started to cook the ice wildebeest meat that the lion group had not finished eating before. Chenmo naturally smelled the aroma of barbecue. He hadn't eaten cooked food for a long time, and he missed it, so he couldn't wait to take a bite. The fragrant meat was paired with evenly applied spices. With a taste of a lion now, Chenmo had to say it was delicious. What's your name? Chenmo rode on the snow, and his ice blue lion eyes looked at the black guy. Sankey, Lord Lion, my name is Sankey, the black guy answered quickly. Chenmo nodded, then tore off a small piece of barbecued ice wildebeest with his claws and threw it in front of the black guy named Sankey. Thank you, Lord Lion. Sankey's eyes showed surprise. Seeing this scene, the fat officer and the driver Lao Wang on the side couldn't help but feel envious and jealous. This is the meat of extraordinary creatures. Extraordinary blood food that can increase the possibility of awakening the extraordinary. If they had known that they could get extraordinary blood food, they would have helped Sankey to deal with the food just now. In the blink of an eye, another week passed. The temperature of the grasslands was getting lower and lower, and the endless heavy snow had completely covered the grassland into a snowfield. As Chenmo had guessed before, large areas of plants were frozen to death. But some plants began to mutate and evolve. After absorbing the ice spirit power, they not only survived, but also became more vigorous. Some weeds that were only a few centimeters high originally, after mutation, directly soared to more than half a meter high. The trees were even more exaggerated. Some of them soared from a few meters to more than 10 meters, or even higher after absorbing the ice spirit power. Its branches and leaves also changed greatly, but no wisdom was born. In the lion group, a lioness and 3 cubs fell ill and died due to the drastic climate change. Chenmo had no way to deal with this. Similar scenes occurred in various places in the snowfield. Extreme climate change caused at least 1/3 of the creatures on the grassland to die. But at the same time, many extraordinary people rose. Of course, there was good news in the lion group. Because of insisting on eating the meat of extraordinary creatures, another 7 lionesses awakened one after another. Even Sankey awakened. His main job every day is to help Chenmo grill meat. Every time Chenmo would give him a small portion of extraordinary meat. It is not surprising that he could awaken after taking extraordinary meat for 7 consecutive days. What surprised Chenmo was that the ability awakened by this black guy was a rare healing ability. Frost healing consumes ice spiritual power to speed up the healing of wounds. So Sankey became the only nanny in the lion group. The injured lions recovered more than 10 times faster under her treatment. Under the effect of Gluttonous Lion, Aisha also became bigger and bigger. Now her body size is larger than that of an ordinary male lion. But in front of Chenmo, it still looks quite petite. But at least it doesn't look like a father and daughter combination like before. The size of the little black panther has also become a little bigger, and the ice spiritual power in its body has reached 21. When eating the same amount of extraordinary flesh and blood, it can obtain more ice spiritual power than other awakened extraordinary ice lions. Apart from the cheating siblings, the little black panther can be said to be the best cultivation animal in the entire lion group. It can be regarded as half a holy body of cultivation. In addition to drinking 20 bottles of Coke every day, Chenmo goes to the depths of the Great Snow Mountain to hunt extraordinary creatures. Compared with the marginal areas, there are more and stronger extraordinary creatures in the depths of the Great Snow Mountain. Intuition tells him that there may be more powerful extraordinary creatures in the more central part of the Great Snow Mountain. Fat House Happy Lion, Self-Discipline Challenge Day 8. Chenmo drank 20 bottles of Coke early in the morning. After drinking Coke for 8 consecutive days, he is no longer happy. Drinking Coke is more like taking medicine to him now. Roar, he roared and summoned Aisha and Xiaobei to go to the depths of the illusion of the Great Snow Mountain to find prey. Aisha's ice eyes can see creatures up to 20 kilometers away, which is of great help to Chenmo whether it is reconnaissance or pursuit. As for the ice crystal rat, it is purely a Pendleton mascot. Anyway, the little guy is very fast and will not cause any trouble. Hearing Chenmo's call, Aisha and Xiaobei ran over quickly. The 2 lions and 1 mouse set off. 3 hours later, Chenmo and Aisha successfully hunted a frost-spotted wildebeest and began to feast on it. Aisha's icy eyes can now see prey 20 kilometers away. And coupled with Chenmo's speed, the target that is spotted has almost no chance of escaping. Squeak! After enjoying the feast, Chenmo was about to set off, but the little white mouse lying on him suddenly squeaked twice, then jumped off Chenmo and ran in a certain direction. After running about 10 meters, the little white mouse looked back, as if to confirm whether Chenmo and Aisha had caught up. Although Chenmo could not understand mouse language, he also understood that the mouse meant follow me. He ran with Xiaobei for about 2 minutes. Chenmo's eyes could not help but be attracted by a 2-meter-high small tree more than 200 meters away. This is a small tree that looks like an ornamental pine, but its entire body is made of ice crystals. Whether it is branches or leaves, they are all crystal clear blue ice crystals. Obviously, this little tree is definitely not a native plant on Earth. It is very likely the magic medicine mentioned by the fat officer. Chapter 27 Promotion, Intermediate Extraordinary. When Chenmo walked to the tree, he found that there were 8 thumb-sized fruits on it. These fruits also looked crystal clear, like works of art. In addition, small spiritual vortices formed around the fruits, which seemed to be absorbing the spiritual energy nearby quickly. The magical thing is that the spiritual energy fluctuations emitted by the tree and the fruit itself are extremely weak, as if these fruits have locked the spiritual energy firmly inside the fruit after absorbing it. Chenmo observed it for a while, and more detailed information appeared next to these fruits. Ice smoothie fruit, unripe, first level magic medicine, 21 hours and 12 minutes away from full maturity. After taking the ripe fruit, ordinary creatures can awaken the extraordinary or gain spiritual power. I didn't expect you to be a treasure-hunting mouse. Chenmo thought that the main function of the little white mouse's ability, supernormal perception, was to perceive the existence and strength of other extraordinary creatures, but he didn't expect it to have the function of exploring magic medicine. You must know that this ice smoothie fruit tree is not yet fully mature, and the ice spiritual energy it emits is extremely weak. Only when you see it with your own eyes will you feel that the ice smoothie fruit tree in front of you is extraordinary. Squeak! The little white mouse put his hands on his waist, looking very powerful. Chenmo thought about it and decided to stay here and wait for the ice fruit to mature. He was worried that if he pulled it out now, it would affect its maturity or even kill it directly. If he left halfway, he was afraid that other extraordinary creatures would get there first and eat the unripe fruit directly. 21 hours, he could wait. Anyway, today's Fat House Happy Lion Self-Discipline Challenge has been completed. So Chenmo slept on the ground and closed his eyes. After being reborn as a lion, he also inherited the lion's sleepy characteristics and was always prone to sleepiness. It was night when he woke up again. He was awakened by the barking of dogs one after another. In the dark, The ice fruit tree exuded a bright blue light. The 8 ice fruits on it have now grown to the size of lychees, more than twice as large as before. The growth rate of these magic medicines is too amazing, right? Chenmo was quite surprised. On the side, Elsa looked at the darkness in the distance vigilantly. Squeak! Seeing Chenmo wake up, the little white mouse made an anxious sound, and pointed its little paws around frantically. It sensed the existence of other extraordinary creatures, and there were more than one. Roar, I know, don't be afraid, Chenmo growled. After he woke up, he noticed the prying eyes from a distance. There were more than a dozen small jackals with snow-white hair and a tuft of black hair on their backs. They were supposed to be black-backed jackals, famous war correspondents in Africa and the first chief guest on the grassland, who spent their lives seeking death. They would kick the leopard's butt when the leopard was eating, and would also watch the hyenas at close range and kick them, and even kick the lion's tail when the male lion was taking a nap. In short, the black-backed jackals would kick anyone they saw. If it weren't for their amazing speed, they would have been extinct long ago. After awakening to the extraordinary, the appearance of these black-backed ice wolves has changed to a certain extent. The body size has become slightly larger, and in addition, their hair has become snow-white, and ice spikes have grown on their backs. However, Chenmo took a quick look and found that their combined combat power was only about 30. To Chenmo now, they were nothing but small karami. Chenmo did not speak. He was ready to show weakness first and wait for the wolf pack to attack. As long as they dared to come over, they would be extraordinary meat that was delivered to their doorstep. Now the ice spiritual power in his ice pill has reached 92. After eating these wolf meats, it is very likely that he would break through the low-level extraordinary. However, things did not go as he wished. After these black-backed ice wolves became extraordinary, their spiritual wisdom began to open up and they became much more cautious. When they were about 200 meters away from Chenmo, they stopped approaching and just kept roaring at Chenmo. Woof woof. The black-backed ice wolves not only looked like dogs, but also barked like dogs. Chenmo was worried about being diverted to the east and attacked to the west, so he was too lazy to chase them and just roared. The deafening roar of the lion instantly overwhelmed the howling of the wolf. The next second, the grassland became quiet. The black-backed ice wolf pack was somewhat unsure of the strength of the giant lion, so they did not dare to act rashly. But only half an hour later, one of the black-backed ice wolves couldn't resist his nature and was ready to be a dirk. He ran towards Chenmo excitedly, wanting to kick the Lion King's butt and run away. Then, he died peacefully. As soon as the black-backed ice wolf ran in front of Chenmo, he was slapped away. The violent force caused his internal organs to bleed and he died directly. Chenmo originally wanted to wait for all the black-backed ice wolves to approach and then catch them all in one fell swoop, but this black-backed ice wolf actually wanted to kick its butt. How could he bear this? It seemed that the death of their companions frightened the black-backed ice wolves, and they finally didn't dare to continue to be a dirk. But they were unwilling to retreat, just surrounding Chenmo, making some noise pollution from time to time. Elsa was annoyed by them and couldn't help but attack twice. Seeing this, these ice-backed jackals ran away directly, and ran very fast. Elsa couldn't even catch up with them. Gluttonous Lion greatly enhanced its physique and strength, but not much in terms of speed. After Elsa stopped chasing them, the black-backed ice wolves came back and sang in a shameless chorus. It can be said that they would never stop being shameless. This made Elsa quite annoyed, but in the end she was too lazy to chase them again. 11 hours later, the sun rose again. At this moment, there was only half a minute left for the ice smoothie fruit to mature. From the perspective of the observing lion, there was a fruit maturity countdown next to the ice smoothie fruit, 0:25, 0:10, 0:100 hours. At the moment the countdown returned to 0, the 8 ice smoothie fruits exuded a certain tempting aroma and burst out with extremely rich ice spiritual power. Chenmo couldn't help but have a strong idea in his heart: eat it. This instinctive desire was even stronger than the previous extraordinary crystal. Woof, woof. At the same time, the black-backed ice wolves that were lurking in the surrounding grasslands all howled at the same time. As for the ice smoothie tree, they didn't know what it was before, but they subconsciously thought it might be very valuable. At this moment, the moment the ice smoothie fruit matured, the tempting aroma and powerful spiritual power made them understand that this was a fruit that could make them stronger. No wonder this amazingly large lion would stay here for a day and a night. Soon, The black-backed wolf pack surrounded Chenmo in the middle. Woof! With the howling of the leader wolf, the entire wolf pack rushed towards Chenmo and launched an attack. Under the temptation of the ice smoothie fruit, the wolf pack was completely crazy. Chenmo didn't even look at these black-backed ice wolves, and directly swallowed 6 of the ice smoothie fruits, and threw the other 2 ice smoothie fruits to Aisha and Xiaobei respectively. Aisha swallowed it in one gulp, and then took the initiative to rush towards the wolf pack. Shushu also didn't hesitate at all and began to gnaw the fruit crazily. After swallowing the ice smoothie fruit, the furnace-like stomach quickly digested it, and a large amount of ice spiritual power suddenly surged in Chenmo's body, and then these ice spiritual powers quickly surged towards Bingdon 9,395,105,120. In the blink of an eye, the ice spiritual power stored in the ice pill began to increase at an astonishing speed. At the moment when the ice spiritual power reached 100 AO, Chenmo found that his ice pill had become a little bigger. He broke through. Intermediate extraordinary. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 28, Team Destruction. Just like when he had just broken through to the extraordinary realm, the ice spiritual power gushing out of the ice pill surged to all parts of Chenmo's body, and began to strengthen and transform his body. An unprecedented powerful force surged in his blood, limbs, and torso. Self-discipline sharing objects can share challenges +1, self-discipline experience card +1. At the same time, 2 messages popped up on the self-discipline panel, but Chenmo didn't have time to read them now. The black-backed ice wolves were already close at hand, and he had to deal with them first. Moreover, the powerful force surging in his body gave him an unprecedented fighting spirit. Whoosh! 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 3 black-backed ice wolves attacked it from 3 different directions. They were very fast, and at the same time, layers of hard and sharp ice crystals grew on their claws. Ice claws, the ability of the black-backed ice wolves after awakening to the extraordinary realm. Just when they were 7 or 8 meters away from Chenmo, boom! With a loud noise, the air around the giant lion roared, and a hurricane surged. Countless ice and snow turned into the sharpest ice blades under the surge of the wind, sweeping around. Ice storm. Chenmo released the ice storm with all his strength, consuming a full 20 spiritual powers. The powerful ice storm instantly covered the area of 10 meters with Chenmo as the center. The next moment, the 3 black-backed ice wolves that had no time to dodge were rolled up more than 10 meters high by the ice storm and then thrown out. The 3 black-backed ice wolves vomited blood, and their bodies were covered with dense scars, as if they had just walked out of a meat grinder. Even after becoming extraordinary creatures, their physical strength has been greatly improved, but they will die instantly after being attacked to this extent. However, this did not scare the black-backed ice wolf pack. The death of their companions has aroused their ferocity even more. With their dark green pupils flashing, the head wolf led the wolf pack to charge Chenmo again. Roar! However, at the moment when the wolf pack approached, a deafening lion roar suddenly sounded. This lion roar was like a substance, and the snow on the snow ground burst open in this lion roar, turning into snow mist all over the sky. This sound was too terrifying. With a blessing of Roaring Lion, its volume has exceeded 200 decibels. What was even more terrifying was the domineering power contained in this sound, which made all the black-backed ice wolves feel an unmatched feeling in their hearts. The next moment, except for the head wolf whose eyes were slightly dazed and did not lie down, all the other wolves in the wolf pack fell to the ground. They howled in pain, and blood flowed out of their ears. The head wolf was also affected a lot, feeling dizzy and a little dazed. However, it just reacted and found that the Lion King not far away turned into white lightning and ran towards it. Quick! Too fast. The head wolf wanted to escape at the first time, but after running 2 steps, a huge force came from its back. Then he felt that he took off. He was hit hard and flew more than 10 meters. Chenmo's current strength is comparable to that of a giant elephant, and with a speed far exceeding that of a cheetah, the kinetic energy generated in an instant is simply terrifying. As soon as the alpha wolf landed, he desperately found that the giant lion had appeared in front of him again, and the claws that were so violent that they suffocated the wolf slapped him again. The alpha wolf died peacefully, and he didn't even feel much pain before he lost his life. As soon as the alpha wolf died, the wolves that had just awakened from the lion's roar instantly lost their will to fight and fled in all directions. Shenmue turned on the hurricane mode and chased after them. These black-backed ice wolves had disturbed him before. In less than 5 seconds, he caught up with one of the black-backed ice wolves and slapped it to death with a slap. Then the ice lion burst out with amazing speed and chased after another black-backed ice wolf. In less than 3 minutes, all 7 black-backed ice wolves were killed by it. As for the ordinary black-backed jackals, Shenmue let them escape. There is no point in killing them now. These are potential stocks, and they will only be worth killing after they awaken to transcendence. Squeak, scared to death, the ice crystal mouse let out a long sigh. Just now when the wolves pounced on it, it was almost scared. Unexpectedly, the battle was over in the blink of an eye. Squeak, the king is so awesome. After confirming that it was safe, the little guy quickly ran to Shenmue and began to flatter him skillfully. It was a pity that Shenmue didn't understand, otherwise he would definitely let the little white mouse speak more if he could speak. Elsa on the side was dumbfounded. It had just defeated a black-backed ice wolf, and its brother had already destroyed all the wolves including the Wolf King. It knew that its Lion King brother was very strong, but it didn't expect it to be this strong. After killing all the awakened black-backed ice wolves, Shenmue had time to check the changes in his body after the promotion. Frost Cub, male, level, intermediate transcendent constitution. 3249 agility. 3453 strength. 3248 soul. 2235 abilities, Ice Storm, Ice Illusion Comprehensive Combat Power. 332 430 from low-level Transcendent to medium-level Transcendent. Shenmue's strength, agility, constitution and other attributes have been comprehensively improved, and the comprehensive combat power has been increased by nearly double. Although there is only a small realm between low-level Transcendent and medium-level Transcendent, there is still a huge gap. Shenmue continued to observe himself and found that the spiritual power in the ice pill had increased to 281. These 6 ice smoothies actually gave me nearly 200 ice spiritual powers. Shenmue was a little unbelievable. Compared with the flesh and blood of extraordinary creatures and extraordinary crystals, the effect of ice smoothies is simply amazing. Shenmue felt that his focus should be changed next, and the search for the magic medicine should be put first. In addition to the improvement of physical fitness and spiritual power, Shenmue also awakened a new ability after being promoted to the middle-level extraordinary, Ice Illusion. This ability is somewhat related to the soul, that is, mental power. Its effect is to use ice spiritual power to influence or even manipulate the spirit of other lives to create illusions. This ability is still very practical, whether it is used for fighting or running away. Roar, sensing the surge of ice spiritual power in her body, Aisha couldn't help but let out an excited roar. Because she also has the title of Gluttonous Lion. It also perfectly digests the ice spiritual power contained in the ice smoothie fruit. Shenmue observed it and found that there were nearly 50 ice spiritual powers in Aisha's ice pill at this moment. Xiaobe's digestion efficiency is much lower, not even 1/3 of Shenmue's. Most of the energy of this ice smoothie fruit was wasted. Although Shenmue felt a little sorry for this, he did not regret it. After all, the ice crystal mouse can be said to have made an indelible contribution to the discovery of this ice smoothie fruit tree. Maybe. Next, I can focus on cultivating Xiaobe, Shenmue thought silently in his heart. If Xiaobe's treasure hunting ability is enhanced, it will definitely help him find the magic medicine better. Unfortunately, this time when he was promoted, the self-discipline panel increased the number of challenges that the self-discipline partner can accept. If there is one more self-discipline quota, Xiaobe can also be self-disciplined. Chapter 29, Ice Emperor Flower. After being promoted to the intermediate extraordinary level, Shenmue can share another self-discipline challenge with Sister Lion. After thinking about it, Shenmue finally chose Roaring Lion. At present, he can only share white quality self-discipline challenges, and among the white titles he has obtained, the effect of Roaring Lion is the best. In addition, this promotion also gave Shenmue a self-discipline experience card. The effect is, he can choose an ongoing self-discipline challenge and obtain the relevant title in advance, which lasts for 30 minutes. Roar, sister, from today on, you also have to start roaring training. Just like me before, practice at least 1,000 roars every day, and go all out for each roar. I will supervise you." After sharing the self-discipline challenge, Chenmo roared at Aisha. "Roar. Sister Lion." "Roar." Aisha nodded seriously. It understood that its brother was an extraordinary lion with secrets. Whether it was the speed beyond the ordinary lion, or the quick digestion and gaining strength from the flesh and blood, or the extremely lethal roar, those special abilities seemed to be acquired after it completed some special training. Now, the younger brother shared this ability with her. Although Elsa could not understand the source of this ability, she did not get entangled. Anyway, the younger brother would definitely not harm her. Thinking of this, Elsa moved the 8 wolf corpses, including the Wolf King, to Chenmo one by one, and then roared softly, "Roar, I eat first." Then Elsa could not wait to swallow it. The effect of Gluttony Lion made it have a good appetite now, and the feeling of becoming stronger by eating meat made it feel very satisfied. Chenmo took a bite of the Wolf King meat, but soon he found that the feeling of cheering in his whole body disappeared. Gluttony Lion seemed to have reached a limit again in terms of physical enhancement. If he wanted to continue to grow, he had to eat higher quality extraordinary flesh and blood. So, after Chenmo finished eating the Wolf King meat, he stopped eating other wolf meat. These extraordinary little wolves can only provide him with 2-3 points of ice-type extraordinary energy at most. It is better to let Aisha enjoy it or take it back to the lion group. There are still several female lions and cubs in the lion group who have not awakened. If they don't awaken, they may not be able to survive the increasingly cold grassland. It's time to go back. He hasn't completed the self-discipline challenge of Fat House Happy Lion today. Chenmo was about to leave, but the ice crystal mouse squeaked twice, then ran to the place where the ice smoothie fruit tree withered and began to dig wildly. After Chenmo ate all the fruits, the ice smoothie fruit tree withered in an instant. Countless fine cracks appeared on the ice crystal trunk and branches and leaves, and then it broke into powder like broken porcelain and dissipated in the air. Soon, the ice crystal mouse dug out a green date-sized, crystal clear seed in the soil. After Chenmo observed it, the corresponding information appeared next to the seed. Smoothie fruit seed slowly absorb the ice spiritual power, and bloom and bear fruit again in about 420 days. If it is planted in a place with abundant ice spirit power, or irrigated with ice spirit power, it can accelerate its growth. Roar, Xiaobei. You did a good job. There was no trace of ice supernatural energy on this ice smoothie fruit seed. If it was not an ice crystal mouse, Chenmo would have missed it. Squeak. After returning to the lion group, Chenmo found that the lion group was silent. Xiongba and several female lions had several blood marks of more than 10 centimeters on their bodies. Sankey was using his ability to treat them. In addition, a female lion was missing. Roar, what's going on? Chenmo frowned and asked Xiongba in a low roar. Roar, King, I am incompetent. Xiongba lowered his head and began to explain. When Chenmo went to hunt in the depths of the Great Snow Mountain, Xiongba also led the lion group to hunt in another area of the Great Snow Mountain. In the process of searching for prey, the lion group suddenly smelled a strange fragrance, which seemed to be the fragrance of some kind of fruit. This strange fragrance was very tempting, so Xiongba led the lion group to the place where the strange fragrance was. Then they saw a fruit tree with bright leaves like fire, and red fruit similar to apples were hanging on it. The smell of the red fruit and the rich ice spirit power contained in it made the lion group think they had encountered a magic medicine. Xiongba wanted to pick it and bring it back to the Lion King, but he didn't expect that when they approached, the fruit tree suddenly changed its appearance. It turned into a huge lion-eating flower. Its stamens were like tentacles, directly entangled several nearby lionesses, trying to drag them into the flower. In order to rescue the lionesses, Xiongba led the remaining lions to fight back. The scars on his body were left when he fought with the tentacles of the lion-eating flower. These tentacles seemed soft, but they were covered with thorns. Unfortunately, in the end, a lioness was dragged into the flower by the strange giant flower and completely swallowed. Because several lionesses were seriously injured, Xiongba did not dare to stay for long, so he took the lion group back to the lion group's territory and waited for Chenmo to return. Roar, Chenmo nodded, indicating that he understood. This strange giant flower was obviously some kind of extraordinary plant. It is not uncommon for plants to mutate into predators after the spiritual energy is revived. Roar, after transplanting the ice smoothie fruit to the lion's territory, he roared and summoned the lions to prepare for revenge. So, except for the 3 female lions who stayed in the territory to protect the cubs, The other lions followed their Lion King and set off in a mighty manner. The place where the lion-eating flower mentioned by Xiongba grew was not far from the lion's territory, only less than 50 kilometers away. When there was still 15 kilometers away, Chenmo smelled a pleasant flower fragrance. At 10 kilometers, Chenmo saw the lion-eating flower mentioned by Xiongba. It was almost the same as Xiongba's description. The leaves were like maple leaves, and the red fruits exuded an attractive aroma. It was like a magical medicine. But Chenmo already knew that this was just a disguise of the lion-eating flower. He began to observe the red fruit tree. Soon, the red fruit tree revealed its original appearance. This is a huge bright red flower that is more than 5 meters high. The blood-red thorny bracts guard the flower ball structure composed of countless stamens, like a huge mouth that devours people, and it looks very evil. Next to the lion-eating flower, there are hundreds of animal corpses of varying sizes, almost piled up into a small corpse mountain. Obviously, like the lioness, countless animals are attracted by the strange fragrance, and then swallowed by it after getting close. At the same time, various information about the lion-eating flower also appeared in Chenmo's eyes one by one. Ice Emperor flower, level, medium extraordinary, constitution. 29, agility. 3, strength. 12, soul. 35, ability. Phantom fragrance, ice whip, comprehensive combat power. 185-240. Chapter 30 The Art of Pulling. This is the strongest extraordinary plant Chenmo has seen so far. The strength of the Ice King flower is all due to the numerous corpses around it. But Chenmo was not panicked at all. The most terrifying ability of the Ice King flower is the illusion of fragrance, which can trick other creatures into a deadly trap without knowing it. But now he has seen through it. In addition, the Ice King flower is an extraordinary plant, with the inherent disadvantage of inconvenient movement. Chenmo pretended to be poisoned by the flower and slowly approached the Ice King flower. When he was 10 meters away, the Ice King flower's tentacle-like stamens attacked Chenmo with bared fangs and claws. The next second, roar, a deafening lion roar suddenly sounded. The lion's roar created a vacuum area in a radius of more than 10 meters, and the powerful sound wave swept around like a raging wave. Under the sound waves, the stamens that had just stretched out of the Ice King flower couldn't help but tremble violently. It shivered in fear, like a snail sprinkled with salt, and quickly retracted its tentacles. But soon, the Ice Emperor flower reacted, and hundreds of stamens with sound waves whipped towards Chenmo like iron whips. Ice whip. Chenmo directly activated the hurricane mode and quickly ran 30 meters away. Snap! Snap! The stamens whipped in the snow, raising bursts of flying snow. Chenmo observed silently. He wanted to see the maximum attack distance of these stamens. It turned out that it seemed to be less than 10 meters. So short, so Chenmo walked closer, mobilized the spiritual energy in the ice pill, and launched an ice storm with the flower ball of the Ice Emperor flower as the center. The wild wind wrapped the ice blade and swept towards the stamens and the body of the Ice Emperor flower. The ice blade and the stamen collided, and it actually made a crisp sound of ding-dong-dang. Originally, Chenmo thought that the ice blade of the ice storm could cut off all the stamens at the root. Unexpectedly, under the urging of the ice spirit power, the originally soft stamens became as hard as iron, and the ice blade only broke out some small gaps on them. As if sensing danger, the Ice King flower once again retracted all its stamens to the center, and then quickly closed its fiery red petals, turning into a ball. The ice blade of the ice storm slashed on the giant petals, but it did not cause any damage. Seeing this, Chenmo was not in a hurry. Plant-like extraordinary creatures like this whose main body cannot move are actually the easiest to deal with. Just pull and hit them. He slowly approached the Ice King flower and roared at the shrunken Ice King flower again. Roar. The powerful sound wave attack passed through the leaves, and once again frightened the Ice King flower. The next second, the Ice King flower became extremely violent, and the stamens turned into ice whips again, whipping Chenmo like a storm. Chenmo took a few steps back and ran to the maximum attack distance of the stamens. Snap! 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 The crisp whipping sounds continued. However, the damage caused was 0. After discovering that his attack could not do anything to the Lion King, the Ice King flower retracted his stamens again. Maintaining the ice whip state consumes ice spirit power every second. Fun. Chenmo seemed to have discovered something interesting. The Ice King flower in front of him didn't seem very smart. and it also had similar characteristics to the mimosa. Mimosa would shrink back if touched, but the Ice King flower would go crazy if it roared. When the Ice King flower retracted all its stamens and shrank back again, Chenmo repeated his old tricks, ran in front of the Ice King flower, and opened his big move directly at the flower ball. Anyway, its lion roar does not consume any ice power, so it can roar as long as it wants. Roar. Snap. 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 Roar. Snap. 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 When the Ice King flower retracted its stamens, Chenmo stepped forward and roared, and when the stamens were pulled down like a storm, he retreated to a safe distance, pulling wildly. Amid Chenmo's continuous lion roars, the petals and stamens of the Ice King flower wilted visibly. In fact, if it were to fight head-on, the Ice King flower would not be his opponent. But it would most likely get hurt. Chenmo adhered to the steady way of development. Naturally, he would not get hurt if he could avoid it 10 minutes later. Chenmo found that the real-time combat power of the Ice King flower had dropped to less than 80. It was most likely that the ice spiritual power in the body had been exhausted. In short, it was squeezed dry. When the stamens were pulled towards it again, Chenmo found that these stamens were not only soft, but also the ice thorns attached to the surface had disappeared. So he pounced on it directly, with frost between his claws, and directly cut off the stamens. Ice King flower? It was already used to this rhythm, but you just rode on its face? Fresh red blood flowed from the broken stamens. The Ice King flower felt pain and wanted to pull back the stamens. Naturally, Chenmo would not give it this opportunity. He pounced directly in front of the Ice King flower and grabbed the stamens in the center frantically. The first thing the Ice King flower wanted to do was to close its petals and become defensive, but the speed of the giant lion was too fast. It hadn't even retracted its stamens when it pounced in front of it. Blood splattered. Soon, the petals of the king flower drooped softly, completely losing all signs of life. Chenmo took a look at the king flower and stopped attacking after he found that its attribute panel had disappeared. Roar, those who offend the lion group must pay with blood. Chenmo's eyes were calm, and he roared at the lion group. Now there are more and more lions awakening to the extraordinary in the lion group. They are just beginning to develop their intelligence and need guidance and strengthening of their sense of identity with the lion group. Roar, those who offend the lion group must pay with blood. Soon, the lions roared one after another, continuously and repeatedly. Among them, the one who shouted the most actively was the Frost Lion Tyrant. After boosting morale, Chenmo began to silently devour the branches and stamens of the Ice King flower. Although it is a plant, this Ice King flower is a medium-level extraordinary creature after all, and the spiritual power contained in it is still quite considerable. With every bite, a large amount of red blood gushed out. Fresh and juicy. The taste of this Ice King flower is unexpectedly good, and it tastes no different from the freshest blood food. More importantly, as the blood of the Ice King flower was swallowed into his stomach, Chenmo once again felt that his muscles, bones, etc. were gradually getting stronger. After enjoying the feast, Chenmo found that his strength and physique increased by 1 point each, and his soul increased by 5 points. It turns out that what you eat replenishes what you eat. The ice spiritual power in the ice pill increased by 89 points, of which the demon pill of the Ice King flower alone provided 62 points. It is already a very good harvest. Squeak. After seeing Chenmo finish eating the Ice King flower, the ice crystal rat ran to the place where the Ice King flower died, and as before, its little claws began to dig down continuously. Could it be? Seeing this scene, Chenmo instantly had some guesses in his mind. These extraordinary plant creatures will not explode seeds when they die, right? Sure enough, the ice crystal mouse dug out a seed that looked like a firework from the soil. The next second, Ice Emperor flower seed slowly absorbs ice spiritual power and blooms again in about 1056 days. If you use ice spiritual power to irrigate, you can speed up the growth rate. Unfortunately, the growth cycle of this Ice Emperor flower seed is too long. By the time it blooms and bears fruit again, Chenmo probably won't be interested in it anymore. Squeak. The ice crystal mouse handed the fiery red seed to Chenmo like a treasure, and then put his hands on his waist. He looked like the mouse was very powerful. Chenmo couldn't help but smile. Xiaobei is really interesting. Chapter 31 Elite. While Chenmo was fighting the Ice King flower, Tanzania command. An old black man with a long beard sat at the table, dealing with a pile of documents. His eyes were bloodshot and he was deeply tired. Knock knock. There was a knock on the door. "Come in." A young soldier in military uniform came in and saluted. From the badge on the shoulder of his military uniform, it can be seen that he is a colonel. "Colonel Cullum, what's the matter?" Seeing the young colonel, the old man's tired face showed a smile. "General, report to you the results of the hunting team. 15 of the 28 hunting teams that set out a week ago have returned. A total of 49 extraordinary creatures were captured, but unfortunately only our cheetah team found one of the magic medicines." As he said, he opened the iron box in his hand, and inside was a fist-sized, dark blue fruit that exuded a chill. "This is the snow dragon fruit. We found 2 in total. With a unanimous agreement of the soldiers, we want to give one to you. Its effect is very mild. If you take it, you will most likely awaken the extraordinary," Colonel Carm said. "I appreciate your kindness." The general smiled and shook his head, pushing the box back. "You should take the fruit back. I'm old, and even if I awaken the extraordinary, it won't work. Can you bear to let an old man like me fight those beasts?" But Karami wanted to persuade him, but was interrupted by the general. "It would be a waste if I eat this fruit. There is still about 1 month before the official arrival of the Great Snow Mountain Secret Realm. By then, Dongsha will send people to support us. We can't do without a decent team of awakeners." The general's tone was unquestionable. Now that the Great Snow Mountain Secret Realm has not officially arrived, it naturally cannot attract the attention of other forces. But it will be different after it arrives completely. At that time, in order to compete for resources, various forces will have a fierce competition. If Tanzania does not have high-level extraordinary people, it will be difficult to get a share. "I understand, General." Cullum's eyes moistened slightly, and he saluted the old man again. "I said before that you can deal with the extraordinary creatures you captured as you wish. Try to tame those that can be tamed, and kill those that cannot be tamed directly. Please give the soldiers of the cheetah squad a good meal," the bearded general continued. "The flesh and blood of extraordinary creatures can not only increase the probability of awakening, but also help the awakened to grow quickly." "Yes." After a while, the bearded general asked again, "What about the other 13 hunting teams?" "All lost contact, and most of the personnel have died. Among them, 11 teams sent out distress signals before losing contact, and they all encountered powerful extraordinary creatures," Cullum replied with some heaviness. "The other hunting teams number 2 and number 4 did not send any information before losing contact, and there is still a certain hope of survival. I want to take the cheetah squad to explore the area where they lost contact last. Please approve it." Although the hope of rescue is slim, Cullum still wants to try. And there may be powerful extraordinary creatures in those 2 areas, which is their goal. "Go," the general nodded and said, "but everything should be done with your own safety in mind. If you encounter any danger, evacuate immediately. General, please rest assured. I will complete the mission." Colonel Cullum saluted. As the first batch of awakened people in the army, he has full confidence in himself. Since the resurrection of spiritual energy, more than 20 extraordinary creatures have died at the hands of their team, including 2 medium-level extraordinary creatures. By the way, the army has recently added 10 new awakened people, who have completed basic training. You can take them to practice their courage in this operation, the general mentioned again. After the resurrection of spiritual energy, the probability of awakening of animals and plants is much higher than that of humans. But the human population base is large, and there will always be some people with extraordinary talents who will awaken on their own. The Tanzanian military has never stopped training and looking for awakened people. For example, the cheetah squad is a team composed entirely of awakened people, which can be said to be the elite among the elite. Fat House Happy Lion, Self-Discipline Challenge Day 11. Chenmo led the lion group to start the first migration. Because the extraordinary creatures in the nearby area have been hunted by the lion group, it often takes a long distance to find prey. They migrated around the Great Snow Mountain and established a new lion group territory after running for a day. As for the 2 seeds, they naturally migrated with a nearby soil. The next morning, after Chenmo woke up, he could vaguely hear the roar of the lion in the distance. The diligent lion sister Aisha has started a new day of roaring lion self-discipline. Fearing to disturb her brother, she chose to exercise in the edge of the lion group's territory. And next to her, the little black panther Luna was also practicing roaring with her. The little black panther was serious, eager to become stronger, and felt that there would be no problem for him to practice with Aisha. It's just that his roar is babyish. If you have to say it's lethal, it must be so cute that it kills people. Aisha wanted to persuade the little black panther not to practice, but she couldn't communicate in the language. But as she practiced, she found that it seemed not bad to have a beast to accompany her during training. Maybe when there are more beasts to share, we can form a roaring army. Listening to the roar of Sister Lion, Chenmo thought to himself. After drinking 20 bottles of Fat House Happy Water, he took the little white mouse and prepared to go out again to find the magic medicine. After tasting the sweetness of ice smoothie fruit, he is now more inclined to find magic medicine or hunt medium-level extraordinary creatures, at the same time. The area near the Great Snow Mountain. In the vast wind and snow, a convoy drove quickly on the snow-covered grassland. It was the cheetah squad led by Kilim. 2 days have passed since he took on the task. They first went to the area where hunting team number 4 lost contact. Then they found the wreckage of the car of hunting team number 4 near an ice lake. Soon, they encountered the culprit that wiped out team number 4, a giant crocodile with a length of nearly 10 meters. The crocodile skin on the back of this crocodile was covered with sharp ice spikes, just like the ice dragon in mythology. This is a medium-level extraordinary creature. The ice-armored crocodile can move quickly in the ice lake, and it is difficult for bullets to penetrate its scales. However, it is still no match for the cheetah squad. After 3 awakened people with the ability to freeze took action and briefly controlled the ice-armored crocodile, all the soldiers and heavy machine guns carried by armored vehicles began to fire. Although the scales of the ice-armored crocodile can block bullets, it cannot withstand such powerful firepower coverage. Not to mention that the places without scales, such as the eyes and mouth, were directly shot through. After successfully hunting the mutant ice-armored crocodile, the hunting team had a meal of crocodile meat for lunch. After loading the remaining crocodile meat into the car, they immediately went to Area 2, where another team lost contact. Chapter 32, Fighting the Elite. This area is very wrong. Looking at the vast snow, Cullum frowned. Captain, what's wrong? A burly man beside Cullum couldn't help asking. Have you noticed that we have been driving for more than 2 hours, but we haven't encountered even one extraordinary creature? Cullum said. This is already at the foot of the snowy mountain. The spiritual energy is extremely rich, and some extraordinary creatures will awaken anyway. It seems a bit strange. After Cullum said this, the burly man beside him nodded. The biggest possibility is that there is a very terrible predator here, which eats all the extraordinary creatures nearby, Cullum said solemnly. Once ordinary animals awaken their extraordinary powers and have wisdom, they will hunt other extraordinary creatures to make themselves stronger. This is the law of nature after the revival of spiritual energy. He sighed. This means that the possibility of Team 2 surviving is extremely low. Always be alert. Let's keep moving forward. After driving for another 2 hours, the cheetah squad found many corpses of extraordinary creatures on a piece of snow. This undoubtedly confirmed the possibility of the existence of powerful extraordinary creatures. Half a day later, the cheetah squad finally found the traces of extraordinary creatures 10 kilometers away through military drones. It was a group of female lions that were even larger than ordinary male lions, and most of their hair was white. It's a lion group. And it's an extraordinary lion group in which all lions in the group have awakened. Sir, I think I saw someone from the second hunting team. There is also a young black panther. This lion group actually adopted it. Damn. How can this black panther have wings? The soldier who controlled the drone exclaimed repeatedly and even swore. Let me see. Cullum took over the drone controller. Soon, in addition to more than a dozen extraordinary ice lions, he found a giant lion of astonishing size in the center of the lion group. This giant lion has snow-white hair and is covered with an ice armor that looks like blue crystal. Its body length is more than 6 meters long. At this moment, it is lazily lying on the grass, as if taking a nap. Obviously, it is the king of this extraordinary lion group. How can such a terrifying giant lion appear at this stage? Cullum was shocked. According to the danger level, this giant lion is at least to be level beast, and it may even be a level. This is a supernatural creature that can only appear on the eve of the advent of the ancient secret realm. According to Dongsha's experience, humans currently divide supernatural creatures into 4 levels, S, A, B, and C. Low-level supernatural, also known as C-level supernatural creatures. Supernatural creatures at this stage have just awakened, their intelligence has just begun, and their combat power is not strong. Most of them have no ability to resist bullets and shells. Medium-level supernatural, B-level supernatural creatures. Most of the supernatural creatures at this stage are no longer afraid of bullets, unless they are concentrated in a large-scale pattern. However, they still cannot withstand the bombardment of shells. High-level supernatural, A-level supernatural creatures. This kind of supernatural creature is no longer afraid of bullets and shells, and human conventional weapons can no longer hurt it. At the same time, the wisdom it possesses is similar to that of adult humans. As for those above the supernatural level, humans do not continue to divide them. There is no need. The giant lion captured by the drone, judging from its size and the strength to rule the lion group, is most likely an A-level extraordinary creature. The moment the drone captured the ice lion, the giant ice lion suddenly stood up, and its cold blue lion eyes looked at the drone hovering in the sky. The next second, a violent ice storm rose in the air. In an instant, the drone was crushed to pieces, turned into black powder and dissipated in the wind and snow. Roar! While destroying the drone, Chenmo looked into the distance, and soon caught the traces of the cheetah squad in the vast wind and snow. He was a little irritated because his nap was disturbed, and the reappearance of humans gave him a slight headache. Chenmo was reborn as a lion for more than 2 months, and his feelings for humans were not lost. He did not want to kill people. He just wanted to grow up. But if these humans were allowed to go back, there would probably be greater trouble. Chenmo roughly observed the convoy in the distance. There were actually 22 awakened people in this team, with a comprehensive combat power of between 15 and 50. Of course, the biggest threat is the guns in their hands and the heavy machine gun on the armored vehicle. But now I should not be afraid of bullets. Chenmo wanted to test his current strength, so he turned on the rampage state and rushed towards the human convoy. Roar! You came here by yourself. When the Lion King launched a charge, Xiongba, Aisha, the entire lion group followed closely and launched an attack like a legion torrent. Sir, should we continue to move forward? Looking at the screen that had turned black, the observer of the lead car asked. The enemies seen by the reconnaissance have exceeded the scope of what they can deal with. Retreat. Thinking of the general's earnest advice, Cullum finally decided to retreat. Indeed, they themselves are the most precious resources, and there is no need to fight with a suspected A-level beast. However, the convoy had only traveled less than 300 meters when the observer saw the Lion King through the telescope. This terrifyingly large giant lion was rushing towards them. It's catching up. Prepare to attack. The moment Cullum gave the order, the giant lion had already appeared in the eyes of every soldier. Seeing the giant lion rushing towards them, the soldiers subconsciously opened fire, and the dense bullets turned into a rain of bullets, shooting at the giant lion. But the speed of this frost giant lion was too fast, and everyone could only see a white afterimage, and no gun could aim at it. And Cullum, the only one who could see and even capture Chenmo's movements, was hit by Chenmo's ice illusion. Now the world in his eyes seemed to be covered with a bunch of mosaics, blurry and terribly. In the blink of an eye, the giant lion had rushed to the center of the team, and then let out a roar. Roar. As if the roar from an ancient beast sounded on the snowy field, the glass of the off-road vehicle was shattered, and the snow began to surge because of the roar. The next second, everyone's ears were bleeding red, and they fell into a state of coma. After another 5 minutes, the lion group finally arrived. The lions were not surprised to see all the humans falling down. Squeak, the king is so awesome, the ice rat praised the Lion King every day. But Chenmo couldn't understand it at all. There was a hint of frustration in Elsa's admiring eyes. These days, it feels that its strength has become much stronger, but now it seems that there is still a huge gap compared to its brother, the Lion King. But it is not discouraged. One day, it will catch up with its brother. Roar, body search. Following Chenmo's order, Xiongba led the lions to rush into the crowd, frantically pulling at the clothes of these people, and soon piled up all the guns, mobile phones and other items together. Squeak, the ice rat ran to one of the off-road vehicles, as if looking for something. It felt a weak ice spirit in the off-road vehicle. Squeak, king, come quickly. Soon, the ice rat found 2 locked iron boxes and began to call Chenmo. Chenmo came to the box and opened it violently. What appeared in front of him was a blue jade fruit and an ice pill that exuded a chill. Early level setting, rank, extraordinary, low level, C level. 1 to 99 spiritual power in the body. Medium, B level. 100 to 499 spiritual power in the body. High level, A level. 500-999 spiritual power in the body. Comprehensive combat power is related to physical fitness, spiritual power, strength, ability and other aspects. The middle-level extraordinary is not necessarily able to defeat the low-level extraordinary. Chapter 33. What? I was kidnapped by a lion? Snow Dragon Fruit, a first-level resource. After taking it, ordinary life forms have a certain probability of awakening. After taking it, extraordinary life forms will gain spiritual power enhancement, and have a certain therapeutic effect. The demon peel of the ice armor crocodile. The demon peel of a medium-level extraordinary spiritual beast, containing a small amount of ice spiritual power. I didn't expect this hunting team to be so rich. Chenmo was a little surprised. But now, all of these are his. Then he found a giant crocodile corpse in the last off-road truck. Obviously, this was the owner of the demon pill. Do you know these people? After doing this, Chenmo walked in front of Sankey and others and rode in the snow. I recognize them. They are the cheetah squad I mentioned before, the fat officer said embarrassedly. These days, in order to survive, he basically explained everything he should explain. When he saw the military drone before, he was ecstatic. However, after only 20 minutes, his hope was dashed. When he saw the annihilated cheetah squad, the fat officer was completely desperate. Even the strongest cheetah team is no match for this Lion King. No one can come to save them. Chenmo nodded. He has basically understood the combat effectiveness of the Tanzanian military through the fat commander. He knew that the Tanzanian army had a strong awakened team, but he didn't expect to meet it so soon. But these human awakened people don't seem to be very strong. I'm not dead yet? Where am I? Cullum woke up slowly and found that he didn't die in the lion's mouth, but was lying on the front seat of the off-road vehicle. The Lion King didn't hurt them? Or was it just his nightmare? Colonel, are you awake? At this time, a familiar voice came to his ears. A black shadow walked towards him quickly with a bottle of mineral water. It was Sanchi, the communications soldier of the second hunting team that had lost contact. Sanchi, it's me, sir, Sanchi replied. Drink some water first. What's going on? Cullum looked around and found that he was the only one in the car. Where are the rest of the cheetah squad? Don't worry, sir. The Lion King didn't kill them. Like you, they were all placed in the car, Sankey replied. At this time, Cullum seemed to have seen something terrifying and subconsciously took a few steps back. I saw a huge ice lion slowly walk to his side and rode in the snow with its claws. You were kidnapped. Looking at the giant lion writing Chinese characters, Cullum's pupils shrank and his heart was extremely horrified. Everything that happened in front of him had already overturned his worldview. And the 5 words, "you were kidnapped," made him shudder. Before he could recover, the frost giant lion continued to write on the snow, ransom, exchange. This was a plan that Chenmo had thought of before he decided to attack the cheetah squad, to trade with humans in the form of kidnapping. Unlike the previous hunting team, this awakening team is of great significance to Tanzania and will never be easily abandoned. After the disappearance, I am afraid that modern killing weapons such as tanks, armored vehicles and even fighter planes will be sent to his territory. Although Chenmo was not afraid, he did not want to have a conflict with humans right now. He just wanted to grow quietly. As long as he kept the awakening team imprisoned in the lion group, but did not kill them. And at the same time proposed a deal with Tanzanella. After making it pay a certain price, he promised to release the cheetah team after a period of time. Tanzanella was afraid of taking any drastic actions in a short period of time. In this way, he could not only gain more time for development, but also have the opportunity to obtain extraordinary resources. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Ransom, Cullum couldn't believe his eyes. One day, he was kidnapped by a lion. At this time, Sankey brought an iron box with a blue fruit in it. It was the magical medicine snow dragon fruit that the cheetah team had discovered before. 2 snow dragon fruits. One of them was eaten by Cullum, which greatly improved his strength. Cullum kept another one, ready to reward the best performing warrior after the mission was completed, but it fell into the hands of the Lion King now. Chenmo pointed at the fruit, then at Cullum. The meaning was obvious, 1 fruit like this could redeem him. Chenmo pointed at the more than 20 awakened people who were still in a coma in the car, and wrote a number 5 on the snow. 1 fruit can be exchanged for 5 people. I advise you to give up this idea, Cullum said calmly. The value of the magic medicine is much higher than ours. The general will never agree. Roar, you will know if you try. Chenmo originally planned to find out from the colonel about the extraordinary resources currently controlled by the Tanzanian military, but now it seems that there is little hope. Naturally, he was too lazy to continue the conversation. How can a kidnapper negotiate a ransom with a kidnapped prisoner? Roar, he roared and asked Sanchi to use Cullum's mobile phone to call the number of the note, General, Tanzanian Command. The general sat at his desk with a dejected look on his face. 2 hours ago, he called Cullum, but no one answered. Next, he made several calls in a row, and also called the Cheetah Squad's communicator and other team members. Without exception, none of them answered. The Cheetah Squad lost contact. The last news they received was that they had discovered that the culprit that caused Team 2 to lose contact was a group of extraordinary lions. Then there was no news at all. He knew the strength of the Cheetah Squad very well. Even if they encountered a B-level monster, they could deal with it or even kill it. What happened to them that they lost contact without even sending back any information? The general was going to hold an emergency meeting and send fighters and troops to search for the Cheetah Squad. You must know that Cullum and the Cheetah Squad were trained by him, and they were the awakened team specially trained to fight against this spiritual energy recovery crisis. Without this team, Tanzania will be very, very passive after the Great Snow Mountain officially arrives. It is too late to train the awakening team again now. One step slow, every step slow. In the face of more powerful extraordinary creatures and more precious magic medicines, he can only ask for support from other countries. At this moment, the general's cell phone rang. It was a video call. The name was Colonel Cullum, who had lost contact. The general quickly answered the call, and a dark-skinned young soldier appeared on the other side of the screen. The young soldier pulled the phone away, and then the general saw a huge ice lion, Colonel Cullum next to the ice lion, and other members of the Cheetah Squad. General. Colonel Cullum and the Cheetah Squad are not dead, but they are now prisoners of the Lord Lion King, Sankey said calmly. In these days with a lion group, his psychological quality has been greatly improved. The old man opposite was once his idol. But now, he represents the Lion King. I called you this time because the Lord Lion King wants to discuss a business with you. What business? The general's face did not change, but he was extremely shocked in his heart. He never thought that the Cheetah Squad was captured alive by the extraordinary creature. And this extraordinary creature also controlled the members of the hunting team to discuss business with him? On the first day of the month, I'm asking for a guaranteed monthly ticket. Chapter 34 Promotion to Advanced Level. The only thing the general was thankful for now was that Colonel Cullum and the Cheetah Squad were still alive. Use magic medicine or the demon pills and flesh of extraordinary creatures to redeem them, Sankey said calmly. Chenmo had already explained the relevant transaction process to him before. It was just that the specific amount of the ransom still needed Chenmo to make fine adjustments behind the scenes. We don't have magic medicine, but we do have some demon pills and flesh of extraordinary creatures, and we can even provide living extraordinary creatures. The general was obviously a man of swift action and made a decision immediately. Magic medicine is very precious to humans. Not to mention that there is no magic medicine, it will not be used for trading. But the demon pills and flesh of extraordinary creatures are not so precious. Because it is difficult for humans to rely on demon pills to complete awakening or enhance their strength. The spiritual power inside is too violent. Even the weakest low-level extraordinary demon pills will explode and die if ordinary people take them. Even for awakened people, it is difficult to absorb the energy in the demon pills. As for the flesh and blood of extraordinary creatures, although it can increase the probability of ordinary humans awakening, they cannot be eaten too much, and there are many of them. Okay, one demon pill of a medium-level extraordinary creature can be exchanged for 3 people. Sankey looked at the words on the snow and said. As for Colonel Cullum, Lord Lion King said that it is a different price, and 2 demon pills of medium-level extraordinary creatures are required. The general did not answer immediately, as if he was thinking. For him, the demon pills of extraordinary creatures are not precious. The only thing to worry about is whether this batch of resources will make this ice lion more powerful and finally reach a completely uncontrollable point. In fact, it is already difficult for them to kill the Lion King now. Forget it. After the Great Snow Mountain comes, there will be many extraordinary creatures of the level of the Ice Lion King, and they cannot be prevented. The most fundamental thing is to develop ourselves. We don't have many demon pills of medium-level extraordinary creatures, only 3. Can it be cheaper? Or we can use the demon pills or flesh and blood of low-level extraordinary creatures instead, the general said with some embarrassment. After a moment, Chen Mo nodded. He didn't intend to push too hard. After a lot of wrangling between the two sides, the Tanzanian military finally decided to use 3 medium-level supernatural creatures demon pills, 10 low-level supernatural creatures demon pills, and some supernatural creatures flesh and blood to redeem the entire cheetah squad. In order to ensure the safety of the lion group, the people will not be released soon, but the Lord Lion will ensure that they can eat the flesh and blood of supernatural creatures every day to maintain the steady growth of their strength. During this period, the Tanzanian army shall not conduct any form of reconnaissance or attack the lion group, otherwise they will be killed directly once they are discovered. Finally, Sankey added some transaction items. You must release the people within 1 month at the latest, the general said. Sankey looked at the Lion King, and Chen Mo nodded. Okay, then, deal, the general agreed directly. Compared with the demon pills and flesh and blood of supernatural creatures, the cheetah squad is undoubtedly much more important. After reaching an agreement with the humans, Chen Mo swallowed all the snow dragon fruit and ice pills. His various attributes have improved again, and more importantly, the improvement of ice spiritual power. From 389 to 491. The snow dragon fruit provided 52, and the ice peel of the ice armor crocodile provided 50. Chen Mo had a hunch. When the ice spirit power in the ice pill reached 500, he might be able to advance to the advanced level of transcendence. Thinking of this, he couldn't wait to gnaw on the body of the ice armor crocodile monster. He was still short of 8 ice spirit powers, so much transcendence flesh and blood should be enough. Halfway through the meal, the ice pill in Chen Mo's body expanded a little again. Just like the previous 2 times, the spirit power from the ice pill penetrated the whole body and began to strengthen every part of the body. Advance again, Frost Cub, male, level, advanced transcendent, constitution. 5268, agility. 5365, strength. 5164, soul. 4052, abilities, Ice Storm, Ice Illusion, Ice Wind Roar, comprehensive combat power. 521 685, looking at his own panel, Chen Mo was quite satisfied. With its current physique, bullets can no longer cause any damage to it. Its fastest running speed has reached 168 meters per second, which is close to 1/2 the speed of sound. Its strength is even more exaggerated. It is easy for it to knock an adult elephant directly away. After evolving to this level, humans can no longer use conventional weapons such as nuclear bombs and supersonic missiles to kill it. At the same time, several messages popped up on the self-discipline panel. Self-discipline shared object +1, dual line self-discipline card +1. There is one more object to be self-disciplined with, and we can share 2 titles. Chen Mo's ice blue lion eyes showed joy. He was going to give the opportunity to be self-disciplined to the ice crystal rat, and use the Gluttonous Lion to improve the strength of the rat as soon as possible, so as to better find the magic medicine. These days, Chen Mo has increasingly felt the power of the Gluttonous Lion. Take the flesh and blood of extraordinary creatures for example. Ordinary extraordinary creatures may only obtain less than 10% of the spiritual power of other extraordinary creatures by eating their corpses, but the Gluttonous Lion can obtain 60% or even more spiritual power. The conversion efficiency is not at the same level at all. Not to mention that the Gluttonous Lion can greatly improve its digestion and absorption capabilities, and the amount of food it can eat is more than 10 times that of ordinary extraordinary creatures. The only problem is that it eats 10 kilograms of food every day, which is too difficult for Shushu, whose own weight is less than 10 kilograms. As for the effect of the dual line self-discipline card, it allows Chen Mo to accept an additional self-discipline challenge, but only once. He took a look at the self-discipline panel. The self-discipline challenge currently underway is the Fat House Happy Lion, and the other 2 self-discipline challenges entangled by chains are the Stinky Fart Lion, and the Construction Lion. Stinky Lion is a white self-discipline challenge. You only need to be self-disciplined for 7 days. It's not necessary. If you want to maximize the effect of dual line self-discipline card, you must use it on a higher level of self-discipline challenge. Green or even higher. It's a pity that the Construction Lion is a title that tends to be life-oriented, and it doesn't help much with the improvement of combat power. Forget it, let's put it aside for now. After thinking about it, Chen Mo didn't use it immediately. At this time, he felt a strong sense of hunger in his stomach. The strengthening of his body after the promotion digested a lot of nutrients. Looking at the unfinished crocodile meat in front of him, Chenmo started to eat it again. The Tanzanian army was very punctual. At noon the next day, the ransom was handed over. After accepting the ransom, Chenmo directly swallowed the 3 demon pills of medium-level extraordinary creatures, and increased his spiritual power by 102 points. There were 10 low-level extraordinary demon pills left, and Chenmo gave 5 to Sister Lion. He planned to leave the other 5 for Shushu. After Xiaobei completes the challenge of Gluttonous Lion, he will quickly become a medium-level extraordinary. After absorbing the power of the ice pill, Aisha's transcendent level also successfully broke through to the intermediate transcendent level. Under the effect of Gluttonous Lion, it is now nearly 4 meters long, even bigger than Xiongba, and the only one in the lion group second only to Chenmo. Looking at the rapidly growing Aisha, Xiongba the Frost Lion began to doubt his life. Was it because he was not working hard enough? Or was he not licking hard enough? If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 35 Lord's Barrier. Fat House Happy Lion Self-Discipline Challenge Day 15. Early in the morning, Chenmo summoned Aisha and Xiongba to his side. Roar, the lion group needs a wider territory. Next, Sister Lion, you are responsible for opening up the territory to the north. Xiongba, you are responsible for the south. Because he has reached an agreement with the Tanzanian military, he does not need to be too low-key now, and can appropriately expand the territory of the lion group. Roar. Aisha nodded. As a little lioness, she is not keen on expanding the territory. But she is still happy to help her brother. Roar, King, I will not let you down. Frost Lion Xiongba seemed very excited. The opportunity to show his strength and loyalty to the Lion King has finally come. Fat House Happy Lion Self-Discipline Challenge Day 17. After 7 days of binge eating, Ice Crystal Mouse finally completed the self-discipline challenge of Gluttonous Lion. Mouse is about to cry. In these 7 days, it felt like it was about to eat to vomit. For the first time, I felt that food was no longer so delicious. However, today, when Shushu finished eating a piece of roasted rabbit with tears in his eyes, he suddenly felt an electric current running through his body. After a shiver, Shushu suddenly found that his body seemed to be strengthened in some way. Not only did he become a huge eater, but every portion of food he ate actually made his body stronger. The Ice Crystal Mouse instantly realized that this was the ability given to it by the Lion King. He was allowed to overeat every day before to help him awaken this ability. Squeak, praised the Lion King. Roar, seeing the Ice Crystal Mouse who had completed the self-discipline challenge, Chenmo placed the previous 5 low-level extraordinary creature demon pills in front of it. Looking at the demon pills in front of him, the Ice Crystal Mouse was even more moved. Squeak, thank you. The kind and great Lion King. Sure enough, it is very important to choose the right backer and follow the right leader. Shushu, me. I was taken away directly. Fat House Happy Lion Self-Discipline Challenge Day 20. Time passed quietly, and the grassland has been snowing for more than a month. After the Lion King gave the order, Xiongba and Aisha led the lion group to start a crazy expansion mode. In just 7 days, the territory of the Ice Lion group expanded more than 10 times. It reached more than 1,000 square kilometers. Most of it was contributed by the Frost Lion. In order to show its loyalty to Chenmo, it led the lion group to expand the territory early every morning. The extraordinary creatures hunted would never be eaten secretly, but brought back to the lion group and handed over to the Lion King. A loyal and diligent look. The flesh and blood and demon pills of these low-level extraordinary creatures were no longer of much help to Chenmo, and most of them were given to the Frost Lion. Because of the Frost Lion's outstanding performance, Chenmo also gave it some flesh and blood of medium-level extraordinary creatures. With a supply of sufficient extraordinary flesh and blood and demon pills, the Frost Lion Xiongba finally successfully promoted to the medium-level extraordinary. With the expansion of the territory, the Ice Lion group once again conquered the other 2 lion groups. At present, there are 48 extraordinary Ice Lions of low-level extraordinary in the lion group. Among them, there are 3 male lions, 27 female lions, and 18 young lions. In addition, there are 2 more snowflake leopards that have mutated from leopards in the lion group. When Xiongba led the lion group to invade their territory, the 2 snowflake leopards were very unwilling. So they taunted and provoked Xiongba crazily. Although they couldn't beat Xiongba, they ran faster than Xiongba. If they can't beat you, they will disgust you to death. As a result, they never expected that this frost lion would go back to call for help in a very despicable way. When the Lion King, which was nearly 7 meters long and faster than them, appeared, the strong sense of oppression made the 2 snowflake leopards kneel directly. While Xiongba and Aisha were expanding their territory, Chenmo was not idle either. He took the ice crystal rat to search for magic medicine and high-level extraordinary creatures in the depths of the Great Snow Mountain. Unfortunately, Chenmo didn't encounter any high-level extraordinary creatures, but with the help of the ice crystal rat, he found 3 more magic medicines and several medium-level extraordinary creatures. After digesting these extraordinary resources, Chenmo's Bingdon's spiritual power has reached 999. As long as he gets 1 more, he can break through the extraordinary and reach a new realm. However, the spiritual power in the Bingdon seemed to be saturated. No matter whether Chenmo used the magic medicine or the demon pill, he could not break through. This may require an opportunity, or a higher quality magic medicine. This made Chenmo a little anxious, so he found Colonel Cullum. The black colonel is in good condition now. Although he was kidnapped, Chenmo would give them a certain amount of extraordinary meat every day. Now he is about to break through the middle extraordinary. After listening to the narration of the Lion King in front of him, Cullum was shocked. Have you touched the Lord's Barrier? As the strongest awakener in Tanzania, he naturally knows more about the knowledge of spiritual energy recovery and cultivation. The next realm of the extraordinary is the Lord's realm. When the extraordinary creature or awakener reaches the extraordinary limit, it will touch the Lord's Barrier. At this time, you must use the 2nd level magic medicine with the same spiritual power attribute as your own to complete the breakthrough and advance to the Lord. This is the experience of Dongsha country. After all, Dongsha was the first country to start the spiritual energy recovery. What shocked Cullum was that before the ancient secret realm officially arrived, there was no awakener or extraordinary creature in the 11 secret realms that had descended on Blue Star, and they could reach this barrier. Even now, the awakeners who can reach the barrier are top-notch in Dongsha. And the giant lion in front of him reached the extraordinary limit in just 1 month after the spiritual energy was revived. Cullum did not hide it and told Chenmo everything he knew. After 2 weeks of getting along, he found that this Lion King was not the fierce beast he originally thought. The Lion King's attitude towards humans is to remain neutral or even slightly friendly. So he has been trying to pull the Lion King into the human camp these days. It would be better if he could become a national guardian beast. In the early stage of the spiritual energy recovery in Dongsha, several powerful beast kings were tamed. Even if it doesn't work, we must have a good relationship with him and prevent him from posing a threat to humans. Chenmo nodded, and then asked about how to obtain the 2nd level magic medicine. Before the ancient secret realm completely descends, the 2nd level magic medicine should not appear, Cullum replied. But as long as you are willing to become the guardian beast of Tanzania, we will immediately help you find the 2nd level magic medicine with the whole country's strength. Chenmo ignored Cullum's invitation. He gave up his happy life as a Lion King and ran to be a dog for humans? Impossible. Unfortunately, the answer he got from Cullum made Chenmo a little helpless. It seems that there is no way to improve his extraordinary level for the time being, and he can only improve himself through self-discipline challenges. Beep beep. At this time, the little black panther Luna flew over with a mobile phone in her mouth, waving her frost wings. After the cheetah squad was kidnapped, their mobile phones were placed on an off-road vehicle by Chenmo, and the little black panther Luna was responsible for management. At this moment, the mobile phone that originally belonged to Cullum kept ringing. Chenmo glanced at the screen. General. Chapter 36 Sanchi. Chenmo answered the phone. Good morning, Lord Lion. The old man on the other end of the phone looked quite tired, but he still smiled and greeted Chenmo. Chenmo nodded calmly, waiting for the other party to explain his purpose. Lord Lion, I called you this time to ask you to release the cheetah squad in advance. Our current situation is very grim. With the spread and enhancement of spiritual energy, more and more animals and plants have mutated, and we can no longer resist. Just yesterday, a beast-tide crisis broke out in Sunset Town. An A-level monster, the Ice Armor White Rhino, led many monsters to occupy Sunset Town, I know that Lord Lion may not believe it, but it is all true. The videos I am sending you now are all first-person perspectives taken by the warriors. The old man on the other side seemed quite sincere. Chenmo took a look at the video. The background of the first video is a relatively urbanized place. Chenmo thinks it is very likely the capital of Tanzania. In the city, rats that are bigger than dogs are running around on the streets. Soldiers with rifles are shooting at them, and the background sound is screaming and gunshots one after another. The second video shows a large black cat suddenly attacking and killing people on the street, and then fighting with the soldiers who rushed over. As for the last video, it was filmed in a small town. A white rhino several stories high, covered with hard ice armor, ran wildly in the town, and a dozen smaller black rhino beasts followed closely behind it, trampling on the houses and townspeople in the town like plowing the land. Countless bullets and explosives were poured on the white rhino, but they were all blocked by the ice armor on its body. Chenmo actually had a rough guess about the current situation in Tanzania. With a deepening of the spiritual energy recovery, the number of extraordinary creatures will increase. Even if the city takes the action of killing cats and dogs in advance, creatures such as rats and cockroaches cannot be killed. In this era, even a tree may mutate. And the entire country of Tanzania has only more than 30,000 active soldiers, and there are not many scattered in each town. This has nothing to do with me. Chenmo rode on the snow. Seeing this scene, the general was a little frustrated. But soon, he saw the ice lion right on the snow again. But I am willing to release them. The general was a little excited. He didn't expect that the Lion King was still easy to talk to. But after writing these 5 words, the general found that the Lion King was still writing, and the 3 words following were, "You have to pay more money. Okay, we are willing to provide you with 2 more demon pills of mid-level extraordinary demon beasts," the general replied. For them, the value of demon pills is really not very great. As long as the cheetah squad can return early, it is definitely worth it. The general even felt a little regretful at this moment. If he had known that this Lion King was so easy to talk to, he should have redeemed the cheetah squad earlier. Chenmo rode again. Now the cheetah squad is not that important to him. With the current situation in Tanzania, the military obviously can no longer take care of it. Moreover, he has passed the weakest period, and now human conventional weapons can no longer hurt him at all. It doesn't matter if these humans are released in advance. Finally, in order to express his sincerity, Chenmo said that he could release the fat commander and the driver Lao Wang as well. These 2 people have not awakened their extraordinary powers yet, and staying in the lion group is a pure waste of food. After the phone call, everyone in the cheetah squad was very excited. After being imprisoned by the lion group for more than a week, they can finally go home. "Thank you for your kindness, Lord Lion King," Kulim said gratefully. The fat officer and Lao Wang were even more happy. They never thought that they would be repatriated as gifts. The gift is great. The gift is simply too good. Then they looked at Sanchi with a pitying look. The Lion King left him alone. This poor guy. The fat officer came to Sanchi, patted him on the shoulder, and said in a slightly yin-yang tone, "Serve Lord Lion King well. You will have a bright future." These days, because he could not provide value to the lion group, he was not treated well in the lion group. Sanchi, a soldier who used to be under his command, was doing well. This made him very depressed and unhappy. At this moment, all this depression and stagnation was vented. "Let you perform, is it good now?" The Lion King regarded him as a talent and kept him in the lion group. As soon as he finished speaking, the fat commander found that Sanchi's eyes were red and his eyes were extremely sad. Seeing this, he was embarrassed to continue to talk nonsense. After patting his shoulder again, he took Lao Wang to the cheetah squad to chat. Sanchi's grief was not because he was left in the lion group. These days, he has become accustomed to getting along with the lion group, and even feels that this feeling is not bad. His grief and anxiety came from the news he just heard. Sunset Town was occupied by ferocious beasts, and his parents live in Sunset Town. "Lord Lion King, can I make a call on my mobile phone?" After hanging up the phone, Chenmo saw Sanchi suddenly kneeling in front of him. Roar, Chenmo nodded. Among the captured humans, he trusted Sanchi the most. In addition to being responsible for grilling meat for Chenmo every day, he also used ice healing to help hunt injured lions for treatment. It can be regarded as a chef plus doctor in the lion group. Many lions in the lion group have a good impression of him, and even regard him as a friend. This is why Chenmo released the fat officer and the driver Xiao Wang as gifts, but kept Sanchi. What's more, The whole of Tanzania is now in chaos, and humans are not a big threat to the lion group. Let him make a call, and even return the phone to him. It doesn't matter. Lord Lion, my parents are in Sunset Town. I want to call back and see if they are still alive, Sankey explained to Chenmo the reason for calling. At this moment, his heart was anxious and he was extremely worried about the safety of his parents. Sankey nervously dialed his mother's phone. Beep, half a minute later, no one answered, and the phone was automatically hung up. Panic and fear appeared in Sankey's eyes, and then he dialed again, but still no one answered. In the end, Sankey made more than a dozen calls in a row, but the result was the same. Tears fell from his eyes uncontrollably. Then he suddenly knelt on the ground, choking with sobs, and said to the giant lion in front of him, Lord Lion, can you let me go back for a while? I promise to come back. If you are worried, you can let Ziobe follow me, if I can come back. I am willing to give everything I have for Lord Lion, Sankey begged, although he knew that the possibility that the Lion King would agree to his request was extremely slim. He knew the peculiarity of his healing ability, and the lion group should not let him go so easily. Moreover, his destination this time was Sunset Town, where ferocious beasts were entrenched, and there was a great possibility that he would die. But for his parents, he had to take out all his chips and ask the Lion King for a chance. Chapter 37 Ice Armor White Rhino. Wait, in response to Sankey's request, the Lion King simply rode a Chinese character on the snow. There was unquestionable majesty in the ice blue lion's eyes. Looking at the words on the snow, Sankey felt confused. Was the Lion King agreeing or refusing? But he still chose to wait obediently. Chenmo took another look at the ice-armored white rhino in the Sunset Town video, and a hint of excitement flashed in his eyes. It's the first time I've encountered an A-level extraordinary creature. I don't know if its demon pale and flesh can help me break through the extraordinary level. Thinking in his heart, Chenmo came to Sankey and held his arm with his claws. Sankey knew that the Lion King was going to type on his mobile phone, so he quickly took out his mobile phone. Chenmo controlled Sankey's fingers, clicked on the Avid R with the Note General, and sent a message, "Are you interested in making another deal?" The transaction with the Tanzanian military went smoothly. Chenmo helped the Tanzanian military kill the extraordinary white rhino, but Tanzania needed to provide a large amount of supplies and demon pills. This time, Chenmo felt that he had made a lot of money. First, high-level extraordinary spirit beasts are still very rare at this stage. Their demon pills and flesh are extremely precious things, which may help Chenmo break through the lore barrier. Even if Chenmo himself can't use them, he can use them to cultivate Aisha and Shushu. Second, Tanzanian promised to pay him 2 medium-level extraordinary demon pills and 25 low-level extraordinary demon pills. It can be said that the Tanzanian treasury was almost emptied. Third, Sanchi's loyalty was improved. Sanchi is now of great value to the Lion Group. He is the only nanny in the Lion Group. Although he has not reached the point of being indispensable, he is still very important. Moreover, he is willing to give everything he has and take great risks to go back to save his parents, which shows that he is a man of affection and may be useful. Chenmo will naturally not let him go and let him die outside. Kill 3 birds with 1 stone. At the end of the call, Chenmo and the Tanzanian military agreed on the trading location. After arriving at Sunset Town, the two sides exchanged money and goods. After getting the resources from the 2 transactions, Chenmo would release the Cheetah Squad immediately. As for whether the Cheetah Squad wanted to stay to fight the ice-armored white rhino together or leave directly, that was their own choice. After the call ended, Chenmo summoned the Lion Group and the Cheetah Squad. He roughly talked about the upcoming battle, lead the way, then Chenmo walked in front of Sankey and wrote 2 Chinese characters on the snow with his claws. Until this moment, Sankey had not reacted. The Lion King not only allowed him to go to Sunset Town to find his parents, but also led the Lion Group to go together. Before he had time to think about it, he heard the Lion King let out a deafening roar, and the entire Lion Group came out in full force. On the vast snowy plains, several off-road vehicles passed quickly, and behind them was an extremely spectacular group of extraordinary lions. There was no danger on the road. About 3 hours later, the Lion Group and the convoy were finally about to arrive at Sunset Town. About 1,000 meters outside the town, a small team from Tanzania was already waiting here. The extraordinary creatures in the town were too ferocious, and they were no match for them, so they did not dare to get close to the town. "Lord Lion King, everything you want is inside, please check it," The fully armed team leader placed 2 wooden boxes in front of Chenmo. Chenmo still cautiously asked Cullum to help open it. After confirming that it was correct, he nodded and rode on the snow. You can go, finish this battle first. Cullum and others wanted to participate in the next battle. As a soldier, they could not watch civilians being slaughtered by ferocious beasts. Chenmo did not care about the cheetah team's thoughts. After completing the transaction, he led the lion group to continue walking towards the town. The continuous heavy snow had been falling for more than a month, and the whole town was covered with a thick layer of snow. However, at this moment, a layer of bright red blood covered the white snow. Looking around, there were collapsed houses everywhere, and the streets were full of blood and corpses. Some were human, and some were animal. The survivors hid in the ruins, hoping that the army could quickly resist and drive out these terrible monsters. One after another, the huge extraordinary ice rhinos were digging through the ruins, looking for hidden humans. Once they were found, they would be killed one by one. This scene seemed like the end of the world. Now the owner of this town is no longer a human, but a monster. Seeing the current situation of the town, Sankey couldn't help feeling a little scared. But thinking of the lion group behind him, his inner timidity instantly dissipated a little. Your Majesty, I'm going to look for my parents first, Sankey asked Chenmo. He understood that the Lion King came to Sunset Town to hunt the A-level extraordinary creature Ice Armor White Rhinoceros. It was impossible for him to help him find his parents. He was already very moved that he could protect him to Sunset Town. The Lion King nodded, and then growled at the Frost Lion. Roar, Zyongba, watch him, don't let him run away or die. Roar. The Frost Lion was confused, and it was still fantasizing about killing with the Lion King next. How did it become monitoring and protecting a human? Roar, but this is the order of the Lion King, it will not refuse, nor dare to refuse. And think about it from another angle, why doesn't the Lion King give this task to other extraordinary ice lions? This is the Lion King's attention and trust in me. Chenmo's eyes are looking at the square in the center of the town 6 kilometers away. A white rhino with a body length of more than 8 meters and a height of 4 meters is lying on its side on the ground. It has 2 flat ice armors on its head, one long and one short, which look extremely sharp. Its skin is covered with a layer of ice blue armor-like material, as if it came from an ancient behemoth. This is the king of the Ice Armor Rhinoceros, Ice Armor White Rhino, female, level, Advanced Transcendent, Constitution, 80, Agility, 15, Strength, 45, Soul, 18, Abilities, Ice Thorn Armor, Frost Breath, Ice Tread, Comprehensive Combat Power, 350-421. As he observed, Chenmo saw the information of the Ice Armor White Rhino next to it. After seeing that the Ice Armor White Rhino had a constitution of 80 points, Chenmo was also stunned. My goodness, this Ice Armor White Rhino seems to have put all its evolution points into defense. But this is a good thing. For Chenmo. It is the most fun to bully this stupid big guy who only adds defense, looking at the Frost Lion tyrant following behind him. Sankey felt extremely relieved and moved. His Majesty the Lion King actually values me so much? He stepped on the accelerator lightly, and the car drove quickly into the town and walked towards where his parents lived. After awakening, his physical fitness and perception have been greatly improved. He can roughly sense the breath of extraordinary creatures and avoid danger. In addition, the Frost Lion beside him has extraordinary momentum, and ordinary extraordinary creatures really dare not approach easily. 5 minutes later, Sankey arrived at the door of his home very smoothly. Looking at the house that has become a ruin in front of him, Sankey was stunned in place, and felt that he was about to breathe. Sankey, come down quickly. At this time, a familiar voice suddenly came to his ears. Chapter 38 Fierce Battle. A stone not far away was suddenly pushed aside, revealing the dark face of a middle-aged woman. Sankey's originally dead and gray eyes suddenly lit up. The middle-aged woman was his mother. His parents hid under a cave, and then used stones, trees and house ruins to hide the entrance. Sankey ran over quickly. It's good that his parents are okay. Next, they just need to hide in this cave and wait for the Lion King to kill these extraordinary ice rhinos, and they will be really safe. Run, however, before he could reach the cave, his mother suddenly shouted at him, Run, Sankey? He saw the giant lion behind him, and then he reacted. His mother must have regarded the Frost Lion as a bloodthirsty beast, so she told him to run. Mom, don't be afraid. It's General Frost Lion, it won't hurt us, Sankey just opened his mouth to explain, but heard a rumbling sound not far away, and the ground under his feet trembled slightly, as if some terrifying beast was running towards here. Sankey looked back and saw a huge rhino over 3 meters tall running towards him, 100 meters away. To be exact, it was running towards Frost Lion Xiongba. This was a low-level extraordinary ice-armored black rhino. Sankey quickly hid in the cave and then observed the situation outside through the gap. Seeing the ice-armored black rhino running towards him, Xiongba was not surprised but happy. He was worried about protecting and monitoring this human boy and had no chance to fight, but the enemy came to his door. Icicles rose from the air under the ice-armored black rhino, piercing its skin directly and piercing into the body of the ice-armored black rhino. The ice-armored black rhino felt pain and fell heavily to the ground. After advancing to the middle-level extraordinary, Xiongba awakened his second extraordinary ability, Ice Thorn, condensing ice spiritual power into spikes and piercing through the enemy. And its first extraordinary ability is Ice Condensation, which can quickly condense ice spiritual power into physical objects. These two abilities are very powerful when combined. Before the ice-armored black rhino stood up, Xiongba pounced on it again, waving his sharp claws continuously, easily tearing the ice armor on the outside of the ice-armored black rhino. Although it could kill this ice-armored black rhino with ice spikes alone, Xiongba prefers this feeling of claws hitting flesh. After tearing open the ice armor of the ice-armored black rhino, the lion claws waved again, and bright red blood gushed out. After killing this low-level extraordinary ice-armored black rhino, Xiongba's ice blue eyes immediately looked at another larger ice-armored black rhino in the distance. It was eager to fight, eager to make itself stronger through fighting. But after thinking about it, Xiongba still didn't go over. It knew that its most important task now was to guard and protect that human. Roar, roar. At the same time, the roar of lions came one after another not far away. The entire Frost Lion group joined the battle. One by one, the extraordinary ice lions faced the blizzard and fearlessly charged at the extraordinary ice rhinos. Their eyes were fanatical, their roars were deafening, and they joined the battle with great excitement. The originally sleeping ice-armored white rhino suddenly heard a violent noise, so it slowly opened its dark green pupils and woke up from its sleep. Immediately, it discovered that many huge lions suddenly appeared in this town, fighting with its population and its men. Other extraordinary creatures are invading its territory. Suddenly, its pupils shrank, and it suddenly went far to the west. It was a pure white lion cub. Although it looked like a lion cub, its size was quite amazing, with a length of more than 7 meters. When the ice-armored white rhino saw Chenmo was also staring at the ice-armored white rhino. In the vast blizzard, the ice blue eyes and the ice-armored white rhino side collided. Both sides burst out with a tyrannical aura of top predators. The battle was about to break out. Very strong, the ice-armored white rhino could roughly feel the spiritual power fluctuations emanating from the Lion King. This was an extraordinary creature that was more powerful than itself. However, it did not intend to retreat because of this. In addition to the confidence in its own defense, it is also because this town is now its territory. The reason why it chose to invade and occupy this town. In addition to obtaining sufficient food, the more important reason is its hatred for humans. When it was young, it saw its father being shot and killed by humans. From then on, it would desperately run away when it saw humans. Until more than 2 months ago, the spiritual energy revived. After it ate a strange grass on the grass, it successfully awakened and was born with wisdom. After awakening, it expanded. First, it conquered its own tribe with absolute strength and defense, and then began to expand its territory crazily and hunt other extraordinary creatures. Until the day before yesterday, it found another magical medicine, and after eating it, its strength broke through to the high-level extraordinary. Feeling that its strength had been greatly improved, the ice-armored white rhino led the rhino herd and other subdued beasts to attack the town. This time, human bullets could no longer penetrate its skin, and it could only make bursts of wailing under its iron hoof. It likes and enjoys this feeling, in the vast blizzard. Some humans hiding in the ruins or various hidden places were secretly observing the situation outside. They naturally saw the lion group and the 7-meter-long frost giant lion. This made them feel hopeless and completely desperate. The giant white rhino alone put the whole town in a desperate situation. Now there is an ice lion that looks even more powerful, which simply does not give them any chance to survive. What happened in this world? Why did so many giant beasts suddenly appear? Is the end of the world really coming? But soon, the humans in the ruins discovered that this giant beast that looked like an ice lion was actually rushing straight towards the giant white rhino in the center of the square. The two giant beasts seemed to be fighting. Shenmo released the ice storm when the two sides were still 70 meters apart. The maximum distance for releasing the ice storm is about 50 meters, but the killing radius of the ice storm is still 20 meters. The next moment, the ice-armored white rhino was surrounded by howling winds, and the sharp ice blades strangled the ice-armored white rhino in the center of the storm, like a torrential rain. Dang dang dang. Seeing this, the ice-armored white rhino didn't even dodge. The ice blade made a crisp sound when it hit the ice armor, but it only caused cracks on the surface of the ice armor and didn't break it at all. At the same time, the ice armor of the ice-armored white rhino, like jade, glowed with a light blue light, and then a frost-free air gushed towards Shenmo frost breath. Shenmo's speed and reaction were incredibly fast, and he dodged it easily. Now his agility attribute is as high as 80 points, exceeding one-half the speed of sound. Seeing that his ice storm barely broke the armor, and soon a new layer of ice armor condensed on the body of the ice-armored white rhino, Shenmo was a little surprised. The defense of this ice-armored white rhino is really amazing. But it's not a big problem. While dodging the frost breath, he has already arrived in front of the ice-armored white rhino. Then the ice lion jumped high, and the more than 7-meter-long behemoth burst out with an extremely unscientific jumping ability, Jumping Lion, at this moment, and actually jumped a full dozen meters. A distance of more than 50 meters was reached in an instant. With just one big jump, the ice lion pounced directly onto the ice-armored white rhino. The ice-armored white rhino subconsciously wanted to dodge, but the ice lion was too fast, and it had no time to react. After Shenmo jumped onto the ice-armored white rhino, he aimed at its ears and roared with an icy wind. The next second, the roar exploded in the ice-armored white rhino's ears like thunder. Chapter 39 Epilogue. It was as if a powerful shock wave swept around the two beasts, and the houses within a radius of 30 meters that had not collapsed instantly. Smoke and dust filled the air, mixed with flying snow, completely covering the battlefield. After Shenmo was promoted to the advanced extraordinary level, he awakened the ability of Ice Wind Roar. With the increase of Roaring Lion, the power was terrifying. More importantly, Ice Wind Roar can not only cause physical damage, but also cause a huge blow to the target's spirit and soul. This roar instantly penetrated the head and even the soul of the ice-horn white rhino. At this moment, it seemed to see its own grandmother. Its ice armor defense is indeed powerful and can withstand physical damage. But the problem is that it is not immune to mental attacks. The ice-armored white rhino's ears bled and was stunned by the roar. Before it woke up, another lion roar that hit the soul sounded. Roar. The extraordinary ice lion kept roaring, and the roar spread to dozens of kilometers away. At this moment, the glass of the only remaining house shattered. The lions and rhinos that were fighting were also affected to a certain extent. Fortunately, the extraordinary ice lions had heard the king's roar many times, and they continued to fight after a little days, but the extraordinary ice rhinos were a little difficult to adapt. The humans hiding under the ruins trembled, and those who were closer to the battlefield even fainted directly. The roars of the lions were just like the roars of ancient beasts, and the scene of the two beasts fighting seemed to be a movie in reality. While the people in the ruins were terrified, they were also praying frantically in their hearts. They prayed that the two terrifying beasts would be defeated, and it would be best if they died together. After about 2 minutes, the roars of the lions and the shrill wails all stopped abruptly. Is the battle over? At this time, only those who were not stunned by the roar of the lions on the edge of the town dared to stick their heads out to take a look. But they saw that the originally aggressive white rhinoceros beast was lying on the ground motionless, and was actually roared to death by the ice lion. And the giant ice lion stood on the white rhinoceros, unscathed. The battle had just begun, and it was over. After seeing the ice-armored white rhino completely die, the survivors were disappointed. Although they hoped that the ice-armored white rhino would die in battle, they did not want it to be killed so hastily. It did not even cause any damage to the ice lion. The ice-armored white rhino could already make the army helpless. Facing the more powerful Lion King, the possibility of them surviving was slim. At this time, the battle between the Extraordinary Lion Group and the Extraordinary Ice Rhino Group was also coming to an end. The gap in strength between the two sides was still too big. All the lions in the group were extraordinary, and there were 3 extraordinary middle-level ones. In addition to the ice-armored white rhino, the strongest among the extraordinary ice rhino group was only a low-level extraordinary, and there were even many ordinary species that had not awakened. Under the organized and disciplined attack of the lion group, it was naturally vulnerable. After killing the beasts that occupied Sunset Town, the ice lions did not devour their prey immediately, but dragged their prey to the side of their king in unison. They all crawled on the ground, looking at Shenmue fanatically. Roar! Roar! The lions roared in a strong and powerful way. Lions are creatures that worship the strong. After awakening their wisdom, the extraordinary ice lions worshipped the Lion King as a god. Seeing this, Shenmue just roared calmly. Roar, let's eat first. The extraordinary ice lions began to feast on the food. Shenmue took out the demon peel of the ice-armored white rhino and prepared to absorb the spiritual power inside. However, after absorbing it for a while, he stopped. The spiritual power in the ice peel was as quiet as water, without any change. It seems that if you want to break through the limit of the extraordinary, you still need a second-level magic medicine. So he threw the ice peel of the ice-horn white rhino directly to Aisha. Aisha also has the title of Gluttonous Lion. After perfect digestion, she is likely to be promoted to a high-level extraordinary. Shenmue began to swallow the flesh and blood of the ice-horn white rhino. After eating for a while, he found that under the effect of Gluttonous Lion, the flesh and blood of the high-level extraordinary still improved his physical fitness. But it was very little, but it was better than nothing. A snow-white ice rat emerged from the ground and knelt down to Shenmue, saying, "Squeak, my lord, you are the most powerful supernatural creature I have ever seen since I was born. No beast can stop your strength. No beast can match your wisdom. No beast can surpass your beauty." When the Lion King and the ice-armored white rhino were fighting before, in order to avoid being affected, it had to dig a hole and hide underground. It came out again when it realized that the battle was over. Although Shenmue could not understand rat language, he knew that the little guy must be flattering him now. He tore off a large piece of the flesh and blood of the ice-armored white rhino with his claws and threw it in front of the ice rat. The body of this high-level supernatural giant rhino is extremely huge, weighing dozens or even hundreds of tons. Squeak, praised the Lion King. After the ice rat bowed to the Lion King again, it couldn't wait to bite it. The rat is ready to eat. As soon as it took the first bite, the ice rat's eyes sparkled. Delicious, love it. At this time, Xiongba also brought Sankey back to the lion group. The speed of the off-road vehicle was still a little slow. Roar, King, the person was brought back alive. Roar, well done. Shenmue threw 2 demon pills of medium-level extraordinary creatures and some flesh and blood of the ice-horn white rhino to Xiongba. Xiongba was unexpectedly steady this time. He did not rush to chase and kill other extraordinary ice rhinos, but stayed by Sankey's side, remembering the task he had assigned. It seems that this guy is not as reckless as he looks. Roar, thank you, King. After taking the flesh and blood, Xiongba bit and swallowed it frantically. It was the first time for him to eat the flesh and blood of a high-level extraordinary creature. Sankey knelt on the ground, his face full of relief and gratitude. Your Majesty, thank you. From now on, Sankey's life is yours. He knew that without the Lion King, he and his parents would not be able to survive. Roar. Shenmue nodded calmly and wrote a line of words on the snow. Heal the wounded first. He came to this town mainly for the flesh and blood of the ice-armored white rhinoceros and the ice pill. As for subduing Sankey, it was just a matter of convenience. Okay, Your Majesty. Sankey hurriedly ran to the injured ice lions and treated them with frost healing. After the treatment, Sankey hesitated for a moment, came to the Lion King, and asked, Your Majesty, can I bring my parents back to the lion group? They can drive and cook delicious food. Hearing this, Shenmue looked at Sankey with a strange look. Aren't you sending your parents into the lion's mouth? But for Sankey, this is indeed a wise choice. With the acceleration of the recovery of spiritual energy, the city has become no longer safe. On the contrary, with the Lion King, the lion group is the safest place. Sankey can realize this and has the courage to speak to him. It is very smart, but, after getting the consent of the Lion King, Sankey began to try his best to persuade his parents. He now really thinks it's good to stay in the lion group, at least it's much safer than staying in the city. Although Sanchi's parents are reluctant to stay with such a terrifying lion group, they can't argue with Sanchi in the end, and decide to live with their son in the lion group for a while. The update time is adjusted to release 2 chapters at 12 noon. This way everyone may read it more smoothly. Finally, I would like to ask for a wave of monthly tickets and follow-up reading. Thank you readers for your support of this book. Chapter 40, Sister Lion's Trial. 3 hours later, Aisha let out a painful roar, and the spiritual energy in the ice pill began to strengthen her whole body. After swallowing the ice pill and flesh of the ice-armored white rhino, it successfully advanced to the Advanced Extraordinary. After advancing to the Advanced Extraordinary, Aisha's awakened ability is Soul Snow. Perhaps because of the high attribute of Sister Lion's soul, she awakened an ice ability that is more spiritual. Condensing the mental power and ice spiritual power into snow, it falls within a certain range. The creatures hit by the soul snow will fall into a drowsy state, and the weaker ones will fall asleep directly. However, the release of soul snow will consume a certain amount of mental power. After using it, you will feel that your energy has been drained and you are very tired. With Aisha's current strength, it can only last for 3 minutes, and the range is about 100 square meters. After completing the promotion, Aisha, who consumed a lot of energy to strengthen her body, began to frantically swallow the flesh of the ice-armored black rhino. Looking at Aisha who was devouring, Xiongba felt a little envious and a little confused. What he envied was that Aisha had advanced again. What puzzled me was how this little lioness could be so good at eating. He had also been given a portion of the ice armor white rhino flesh and blood before, which was about the same size as Elsa's. He was already full after eating half of it, but this little lioness had eaten all the white rhino meat and was still eating in cuckoo. Frost Lion couldn't understand it, so he gave up thinking directly. Anyway, as long as I lick hard enough, I will definitely be the next one to become stronger. During the eating process, the extraordinary ice lions in the ice lion group roared excitedly. After eating these extraordinary flesh and blood and demon pills, some ice lions with good talents broke through to the middle extraordinary level. Among them was the Lion Mother. The Lion Mother's talent was not very good, but she was the mother of the Lion King. Every time she was given extraordinary flesh and blood, she could get more. At the same time, the Cheetah Squad and the army were searching for survivors in Sunset Town. They told these survivors that they were safe now. As a result, more and more survivors came out of the bunkers or basements, and then they found that the lions really had no intention of hunting them, and they were all quietly eating the extraordinary flesh of the ice rhinoceros. These survivors did not dare to look at the extraordinary ice lions, but they felt very strange in their hearts. These ice lions did not kill, and the military seemed to have known about this for a long time. It seemed that the purpose of this group of giant ice lions coming to the town was just to hunt the rhinoceros. At this time, the radio in the town that was about to be scrapped suddenly made an intermittent sound. Please don't be afraid, the extraordinary ice lions are kind and lawful extraordinary creatures, and will not hurt you. Now that the Lion King has solved the monster, Sunset Town is safe. Everyone can come out to rebuild their homes or follow the army to migrate to other towns to live. It was not until dusk that the lions basically finished eating. But even so, they still didn't finish eating everything, so they could only pack some of it or load it on an off-road vehicle. The size of the extraordinary ice rhinoceros was too large. This battle gave birth to 5 medium-level extraordinary ice lions in the lion group. The little black panther Luna and another snow leopard also successfully advanced to the intermediate level of transcendence. The strength of the entire ice lion clan has skyrocketed, which can be said to be a huge harvest. Looking at the lion group that had finished eating, Shenmue growled and prepared to leave with a lion group. The spiritual energy in this human town is relatively thin, and there are few transcendent creatures. Naturally, he has no interest in occupying this place. So, under the setting sun, the ice lions dragged their uneaten prey and slowly disappeared at the end of the horizon. Not long after Shenmue led the lion group to leave Sunset Town, the general couldn't wait to call Shenmue. The old man on the phone screen smiled and said to Shenmue, "On behalf of all the survivors of Sunset Town, I would like to thank Lord Lion for his help. In addition, we want to establish an alliance with the Ice Lion clan to fight against other extraordinary creatures together. If there is intelligence and information about other powerful extraordinary creatures, we will tell you as soon as possible. What do you think, Lord Lion?" The current Ice Lion territory is already a force that cannot be underestimated, and the strength displayed by the Lion King in this battle is even more overwhelming. To be honest, they can't do anything about it now. Winning it over is the best choice. Shenmue nodded. Agreed. It's not bad to get some information for free. He naturally wouldn't take this so-called alliance seriously. He was a human in his previous life and had some understanding of human nature. Those who are not of my race must have different hearts. Now it's good to say that he is willing to help each other and form an alliance with the Ice Lion clan. But in essence, he will definitely not believe it. Once the most troublesome crisis is dealt with, or an opportunity is found, he will definitely want to completely control it. But Shenmo doesn't care. What he needs most now is time to grow. As long as he temporarily maintains a non-interference or even mutual help relationship with human forces, relying on self-discipline, challenges, and silent development, he will soon grow to the point of ignoring everything. When humans think they have enough strength, they don't know that he has already taken off. In the face of absolute strength, all conspiracies are not worth mentioning. Fat House Happy Lion Challenge Day 25. Shenmo, who has reached the limit of both extraordinary level and physical fitness, has become a little bored. In addition to insisting on drinking Coke every day, there seems to be no other way for him to continue to become stronger. So he put his main energy on cultivating lions. To be precise, it is Aisha, Xiongba, Xiaobei and Luna. As the territory of the Ice Lion clan becomes larger and larger, Shenmo needs to cultivate several extraordinary ice lions that can stand on their own to help him manage the territory and lions. Because the flesh and blood of creatures of higher extraordinary and lower levels cannot bring any growth to Shenmo, the extraordinary creatures hunted during this period are basically eaten by them. The same is true for demon pills. Aisha's spiritual power has reached more than 720 Dao at this moment. Xiaobei has also successfully advanced to the late stage of the extraordinary. Luna and Xiongba are still in the middle stage of the extraordinary because they don't have the Gluttonous Lion. Roar. At noon, Shenmo summoned Aisha, Xiaobei and Senki. He opened an oversized tablet computer, which he had asked the Tanzanian military to send. On the tablet was a map of Africa. The area of the Great Snow Mountain Secret Realm was shaded. In addition, there were 3 areas circled in red. Roar. There is currently an A-level extraordinary creature in each of these 3 places. Aisha, you can choose one of the extraordinary creatures and try to kill it. Just treat it as a trial, Shenmo said to Aisha. A-level, that is, the demon beast of the high-level extraordinary level, is already the most powerful existence at present. Aisha's extraordinary level has reached the high-level extraordinary, and ordinary extraordinary flesh and blood can no longer make it improve. The Ice Lion territory is hundreds of kilometers in radius, and the slightly stronger extraordinary creatures have either surrendered or been killed. So if Elsa wants to continue to become stronger, she must go deep into the snow mountain to hunt high-level extraordinary monsters. Chapter 41, Rat is not to be trifled with. Roar. Brother, are you going with me? Aisha asked. Shenmo shook his head and said calmly, Roar, I'll deal with the other 2. Hearing this, Aisha was a little flustered. She was used to killing with her brother, and now she was asked to hunt A-level extraordinary creatures alone, which made her feel a little uncertain. Roar. But in the end, Aisha nodded. When she and her lion brother left the lion group, she was determined to take care of and protect her brother. In the end, it was her brother who took care of her, and she even got used to this kind of care and became a lion that only cared about her brother. It won't work this way forever, Aisha thought. She hoped that one day she could protect her brother instead of him protecting her. This trial might be an opportunity. Aisha looked at the 3 areas. The information of these 3 A-level monsters was provided by the Tanzanian military. The A-level extraordinary creature in the first area was an ice-toothed mammoth, which was awakened from an African elephant. There were also many extraordinary ice elephants in its territory. The combat power of this group of ice elephants is extremely amazing. Fortunately, they have stayed in their own territory for a long time and are not too aggressive. The second area is an A-level extraordinary being a hyena queen. It leads a group of extraordinary hyenas and occupies a large area of territory very close to Kenya. Kenya's army once fought with them and killed a large number of hyenas, but in the end, the hyena queen was not left. The hyena queen later ran to the human city to kill and retaliate crazily. And every time it kills and runs away, it gives the Kenyan military a headache. The A-level extraordinary in the last area is the ice eagle, a bird of prey extraordinary creature. It regards Kenya's Bassa city as its own nest. With its flying and high agility, the Kenyan official has no way to deal with it. Roar. I choose the hyena queen. After a moment of hesitation, Aisha finally chose the hyena queen as her prey. Roar. Let Sanchi and Xiaobei go with you, Chenmo said. Sister, she doesn't know how to use a mobile phone. Without the help of navigation, she might get lost halfway. In fact, this trial is not very difficult for Aisha. Sister, she has become a high-level extraordinary. Under the effect of Gluttonous Lion, it has grown into a giant beast with a body length of nearly 7 meters and a shoulder height of more than 3 meters. The highest comprehensive combat power is 621. With its strength, even if it cannot defeat these A-level beasts, it is more than enough to save its life. After confirming the target, Chenmo called Xiaonba over. Roar, I will be away for a few days, and the lion group will be handed over to you for the time being. Roar, Wang, I will never let you down. Xiaonba was very excited. It felt that Wang trusted and valued him. After that, Chenmo set off. This long trip may take a few days. In order not to delay the self-discipline challenge of Fat House Happy Lion, Chenmo directly carried 5 boxes of Coke. As for how to carry it, Chenmo had previously asked the Tanzanian military to make a 6-meter-long lion-type backpack, which can easily carry more than 10 tons of items. This was originally for Chenmo to collect the flesh and blood of extraordinary creatures, elixirs, and extraordinary minerals in the wild. Unexpectedly, it is just in time to use it now. The Great Snow Mountain Secret Realm covers an area of about 450,000 square kilometers, spanning the 2 countries of Tanzania and Kenya. Aisha's goal this time is hundreds of kilometers away. She needs to cross the entire Serengeti grassland, almost from the southernmost to the northernmost part of the Great Snow Mountain Secret Realm. One day later, Aisha finally came to the grassland near the northernmost part of the Great Snow Mountain Secret Realm. After only 1 day away from the lion group, it missed its lion brother a little. Hurry up and finish the trial and go back, Aisha thought to herself, and heard Sanchi's voice in her ears. Your Highness, we have arrived at the territory of the Hyena Queen. The Hyena Queen is likely to be near us. Sanchi pointed to the red circle on the tablet and gestured while speaking. Roar, Aisha nodded, and the next second, a blue light burst out from the lion's eyes, and its vision quickly extended to the distance. Ice eyes. After advancing to the advanced level of transcendence, its ice eyes can see creatures up to 30 kilometers away. Soon, Aisha saw a group of hyenas on the snowy plain more than 10 kilometers away. They surrounded a huge hyena covered with ice spikes. It was the first target it chose, the Ice Spike Hyena Queen. Roar, Sankey, you stay here, Aisha roared at Sankey. Although Sankey is an awakener, his ability is of the healing type and can't help at all in combat. Roar, Xiaobei, you go and lead the group of hyenas away. After discovering the target, Aisha did not rush directly, but let the ice crystal rat attract the attention of the hyena group first. Squeak. After roughly understanding Aisha's tactics, the ice crystal rat responded and ran quickly towards the hyena group. When it was 300 meters away from the hyena group, it began to squeak mockingly at the hyena group. Squeak. Squeak, silly dog. Stupid dog. Although the hyenas didn't understand what the little white mouse was saying, it was obviously a provocation. The hyenas were instantly angry. As the absolute overlord of this grassland, even humans were no match for them, and now they were provoked by a mouse. How dare it? So in an instant, more than a dozen hyenas came out in full force and rushed towards the ice crystal mouse. But the ice crystal mouse is no longer the same as it used to be. The little guy was promoted to a high-level extraordinary not long ago, and is already an absolute A-level monster, and its evolution direction is pure speed flow. Its agility attribute is as high as 52 points, and its fastest speed is as high as 105 meters per second. If the ice crystal mouse wants, these hyenas can't even see its back. At the moment when one of the low-level extraordinary hyenas pounced on the ice crystal mouse and wanted to bite it to death, Xiaobei suddenly accelerated, then turned his head and spit out a frost arrow. The frost blue ice arrow directly pierced the heart of the hyena. This is the ability that the ice crystal rat gained after being promoted to a high-level supernatural being, Ice Arrow. Squeak. Squeak, silly dog. Stupid dog. The ice crystal rat turned around and squeaked twice more, continuing to taunt. Rats are not to be trifled with. While the little white mouse was being hunted down by the hyena group, the hyena queen also opened her dark blue pupils, and her eyes looked hundreds of meters away. After being promoted to a high-level supernatural being, the supernatural creature's perception of other supernatural creatures is very sharp. Soon it saw a supernatural lioness with a body length of nearly 7 meters. Although this supernatural lioness looked young, The aura she exuded was not weaker than it. The eyes of the hyena queen revealed a fierce murderous intent. Before the spiritual energy was revived, lions and hyenas were natural enemies. Now that this lioness appeared in its territory, it was obviously looking for trouble. Woo! The hyena queen began to call back other hyenas. When the hyena queen called other hyenas, Aisha did not take the initiative to attack, but slowly approached the hyena queen. And in the snowflakes falling above the hyena queen's head, a faint blue fluorescence shone. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 42 Bald. Hearing the call of the hyena queen, the hyenas gave up chasing the ice crystal rats and quickly moved towards Aisha and surrounded her. Woo! Seeing her hyena army return, the hyena queen finally couldn't hold back her murderous intent and took the lead in attacking. It rushed towards Aisha quickly, and at the same time, a layer of white frost appeared on its claws and teeth. It couldn't wait to taste the blood of this female lion. The extraordinary hyenas around also rushed forward. When it was 10 meters away from the ice lion, the hyena queen waved her claws and stabbed Aisha's butt. As a famous director of the anorectal department on the grassland, even after awakening the extraordinary, it still retained its own fighting style. However, the second before waving its claws, it suddenly felt dizzy and its eyelids drooped. Not good. The hyena queen instantly realized that she had been hit, but she didn't know when she was hit. Soul Snow. After approaching the hyena queen, Aisha released Soul Snow on her, mixed in with the flying snowflakes, and the hyena queen didn't notice it. At the moment when the hyena queen lost consciousness, Elsa launched an attack. She would not miss this golden opportunity. Elsa rushed directly to the hyena queen, and then let out a deafening roar close to her ear. Roar! The thunderous roar of a lion rang in the hyena queen's ears. With a blessing of Roaring Lion, Elsa's roar became extremely terrifying, not to mention the face-to-face attack. The hyena queen's eardrums were about to be shattered. Blood kept pouring out of her ears, and she fell to the ground and twitched continuously. Then Elsa used her claws to directly cut open the hyena queen's abdomen and crushed her heart. Soon, the hyena queen fell motionless in a pool of blood. Compared with the ice armor white rhino, this hyena queen is a little weaker. Its strongest points are speed and burst, but under the effect of Soul Snow, it is completely unavailable. Seeing this, the other extraordinary hyenas wanted to escape. Elsa did not want to let any of them go, and burst out with amazing speed and strength, catching up with the remaining hyenas one by one, and then killing them. Its fighting talent is excellent, and this battle can be said to have brought its advantages and abilities to the extreme. It took down the entire hyena group without injury. After killing the hyena queen, Elsa took out the ice pill from her abdomen, but did not use it immediately, but prepared to take it back to her lion brother. This is not only a proof of her courage and strength, but also means that now she, the elder sister, can also take care of her younger brother. As for the flesh and blood of the hyena queen, Elsa ate a few bites carelessly and gave it to Ziobe. It was too sour and smelly, and it didn't want to eat it. Squeak, praise Her Highness Elsa. The ice crystal mouse bowed to Elsa and began to enjoy the food. For it, there is no meat that is not delicious. Not to mention that the flesh and blood of this hyena queen can bring it great growth. The mouse seems to have been carried away again. Is this the benefit of having many backers? After destroying the hyena group, Elsa did not intend to return to the lion group, but ran towards a city in Canila, which is the location of the second red circle on the map, at the same time. Canila, Barcelona City. This is the second largest city in Canila. There used to be a national forest park in the city center. But now, it has become a dead city. After the spiritual energy began to revive, the animals in the park mutated one after another and killed the human world. The strongest one among them is an ice eagle. This is one of the most ferocious raptors in Africa. After becoming a supernormal, it killed many supernormal creatures with the advantage of flying, and successfully promoted to a high-level supernormal. It concentrated the living people in the city in several hotels around its nest, and would get up and eat some snacks when hungry. Once someone escapes, they will be brutally killed directly. It seems that the whole city is its breeding farm. The Kenyan military has no way to deal with it. Ordinary awakeners are not the opponents of the ice eagle at all, and even missiles cannot hit it. In the dilapidated hotel building, a group of ragged people were locked in rooms. Most of the people in the room had numbness and despair on their faces. These days, many people have committed suicide. The rest are waiting for a miracle. Some people are praying, hoping that the gods can save them. Some people thought of the Ice Lion King that appeared in Tanzania before. It is said that it is the guardian beast of Tanzania. The sunset town in Tanzania was originally occupied by extraordinary creatures and turned into hell on earth. Later, the Ice Lion King appeared and killed all the extraordinary white rhinos, saving the humans there. Why does Tanzania have a guardian beast, but they don't? Chew. At this time, a sharp and piercing eagle cry suddenly came from outside the building. Hearing the eagle cry, everyone in the abandoned hotel building showed a look of horror on their faces. The ice eagle woke up, which means it is going to start eating again. Every time the ice eagle wakes up, it will randomly stick its head into a room in the hotel, and then eat all the people in the room like insects. However, this time, after 1 minute, the head of the ice eagle did not stick into any room, and its cry became more violent and rapid. Some brave people looked through the broken wall and saw a giant ice lion more than 8 meters long and 2 stories high in the distance. It had a layer of armor made of ice crystals and its hair was white, as if it came from a mythical beast. It was the Ice Lion King that appeared in Tanzania before. In an instant, the eyes of these already numb people lit up with sparks of hope again. Chenmo slowly walked towards the nest of the ice eagle. The ice eagle was very alert. When it was 2 kilometers away, it woke up from its sleep, then spread its wings and hovered in the air. Its ice blue eyes stared at Chenmo closely, and from time to time it made expulsion calls. Chenmo didn't understand the bird language, but he thought it meant to let him get out. The ice eagle was very cautious. After feeling the powerful aura on Chenmo, it realized that it might not be the opponent of the ice lion and did not attack. In the heavy snow, Chenmo gradually approached the ice eagle. This extraordinary creature with the ability to fly is actually a bit difficult to deal with. At present, Chenmo's only anti-aircraft means is ice storm, and the farthest release distance is 200 meters, so he must get closer. When the two were 300 meters apart, the ice eagle finally couldn't help but launch an attack. I saw its ice crystal feathers turned into sharp arrows and quickly shot at the ice lion. Ice arrow feathers. The shooting speed of these ice crystal feathers is extremely fast, but Chenmo's speed is even faster. He entered the hurricane form, and his huge body turned into a white afterimage, and he quickly approached the ice eagle while dodging. In just 2 seconds, it came to the bottom of the ice eagle. But the ice eagle is now flying too high, exceeding the maximum distance of the ice storm. If you rashly launch the ice roar, it will be easy to scare it away. Chenmo decided to show weakness and mainly dodge. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. The ice arrow feathers shot at the ice lion again, which was much more accurate than before, and it seemed that it was only a little bit away from hitting the extraordinary ice lion. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. So another round of volleys. The ice eagle was already shooting high. It found that although the ice lion had a strong aura, it had no anti-aircraft means. If it could fly in the air without falling, it would be invincible. As long as its ice arrows could hit once, the ice lion would be seriously injured. The only problem is that continuous shooting might make it a little bald. Godfathers, please help click on the chapters for tomorrow's reading. Whether it can advance to the 3rd round depends on you. I also recommend a friend's book, Who Falls in Love in the Jianghu, and the same type of martial arts harem book. Chapter 43, Fat House Happy Lion, starts. Soon, the frost eagle found that its feathers seemed to be insufficient. Although its feathers grew at an amazing speed after becoming extraordinary, it was impossible for them to grow again in just a few minutes. There was not much chance left for itself. A certain desire was revealed in the blue eagle's eyes. It wanted to kill this extraordinary ice lion, devour its flesh and blood in demon pills, and thus gain a huge improvement. After thinking about it, the frost eagle decided to fly lower. If the distance was closer, the ice lion might not be able to avoid its ice arrow feathers. The frost eagle dived down, but when it was still 200 meters away from the ground, it suddenly found that the wind and snow around it became extremely violent. A hurricane with a diameter of tens of meters was generated in an instant, sweeping towards it with countless ice blades. After releasing the ice storm, Chenmo let out an excited lion roar. Got you! The frost eagle flapped its wings desperately, trying to rush up and out of the range of the ice storm. But the next second, a deafening lion roar sounded in its ears. The ice wind roared. Instantly, the Ice Eagle felt dizzy, as if his soul was leaving his body, and his wings stopped flapping unconsciously. Immediately, the ice storm swept over, and the dense ice blade scratched countless scars on its body, and a cloud of blood mist exploded in the sky. The huge ice sculpture began to fall from midair. Boom! Shenmue had been waiting for the Ice Eagle to fall below, and pounced on it the moment it fell. Roar! Another roar that hit the soul directly. The Ice Eagle fainted and became deaf. Then it seemed to be a little dead. Even a high-level extraordinary creature would be severely injured, or even die, if attacked at zero distance by a loud noise of nearly 200 decibels. Shenmue took a look and found that the Ice Eagle was not dead enough, so he made up a few more roars. It didn't stop until its attribute panel completely disappeared. When can I spawn a flying lion? Looking at the body of the Ice Eagle, Shenmue thought to himself. He couldn't help but think of the red beast in a cartoon in his previous life. He suddenly understood its feelings. Not being able to fly was a huge disadvantage. He needed to rely on his wisdom to kill even a frost eagle. He took out the ice pill from the frost eagle, put it in the lion backpack, and then began to devour the flesh and blood of the frost eagle. The meat of the frost eagle was very delicious, icy and cold, and very delicious. During this period, several extraordinary spirit beasts ran over and drooled at the body of the frost eagle. They expressed their willingness to submit to Shenmue, but were slapped to death by Shenmue. Shenmue never had a good impression of traitors. The remaining extraordinary creatures fled in all directions, and Shenmue was too lazy to chase them. After a full meal, Shenmue originally wanted to hunt the last A-level Ice Fang Mammoth. But he looked up at the snow-capped mountains above his head and found that the illusory and majestic Great Snow Mountain had become a little more solid. Perhaps the day when the Great Snow Mountain secret realm really descended is not far away. After thinking about it, he decided to return to the lion group first. The remaining Ice Fang Mammoth is too far away from the current location. If it is hunted and returned to the lion group, it may take another 3 or 4 days. It's too long. Just as Shenmue was on his way back to the lion group, the video of his fight with the Ice Eagle quickly spread in Kenya, Tanzania and other countries. People in both countries said that it was their own national guardian beast, and they were arguing about it on the internet. On the way, Shenmue also saw related videos when he was browsing his tablet. He felt a little funny. Times have changed. The revival of spiritual energy has completely reshuffled the world of Blue Star. Humans are no longer the protagonists of Blue Star. Extraordinary creatures are. Fat House Happy Lion Challenge Day 30. In the early hours of the morning, Shenmue drank 20 bottles of Coke. It's finally over. This month, Shenmue was about to vomit from drinking Coke. Fortunately, he finally completed this self-discipline challenge. Whether to equip Fat House Happy Lion? Yes, the moment the title is equipped, the energy like electric current runs through the body. The familiar numb feeling came again, and this time it lasted for 5 seconds, which was longer than the previous times. It seemed that his whole body was strengthened. Shenmue found that he had become stronger again, or a lot stronger. The body length increased from 8 meters to 8.5 meters. In addition, it could clearly feel that its skin, muscles and fat had undergone some kind of qualitative change, and the ice armor fragments on its body had become more numerous and harder. Although the skin did not look much different, the hardness had increased by several levels compared to before. Shenmue's claws can now easily tear steel, but when it uses its claws to scratch the skin, it can only leave 2 white marks on it. Even now, if he does not use all his strength, it may be difficult to break through the defense. Fat House Happy Lion has made Shenmue's defense ability a qualitative improvement. His current defense is much stronger than the ice armor White Rhino that died at his hands a few days ago. This is the rhythm of becoming the hexagonal Lion King, Rampage Lion, Frenzy Lion, strengthened with speed and reaction, Gluttony Lion, enhanced with strength, and Fat House Happy Lion, improved his defense. Shenmue's mind moved, and he took a look at his attribute panel. Frost Cub, Male, Level, High Level Extraordinary, Constitution. 82,132, Agility. 87, Strength. 81, Soul. 65, Abilities, Ice Storm, Ice Illusion, Ice Wind Roar, Comprehensive Combat Power. 832 1009, the highest comprehensive combat power broke through 1000 for the first time. Now, he is the absolute king of this grassland. Fat House Happy Lion is related to Coke. I wonder if drinking Coke will have special effects. After thinking about it, Shenmue drank another can of Coke. In an instant, joy, excitement, happiness, coolness and other positive emotions filled his whole body, and even made him feel like he was floating in the air. In addition, Chen Mo felt that his spirit became extremely excited, his reaction became particularly quick, and his physical fitness also improved slightly. This feeling lasted for 30 minutes before slowly disappearing. After its effect dissipated, Chen Mo felt a little empty in spirit and quite tired in body. It was as if he was hollowed out. In addition to making him very happy, drinking Coke also has a similar effect to adrenaline. This, Fat House Happy Lion, is something, directly turning Coke into a strategic material. Thinking of drinking a bottle of Coke before fighting in the future, Chen Mo felt inexplicably funny. After the self-discipline challenge of Fat House Happy Lion was completed, a new self-discipline challenge also appeared on the self-discipline panel. Teach Lion, White, give 6 cultural lessons, 40 minutes, to no less than 50 animals every day for 7 days. Teach Lion. Seeing the new self-discipline challenge, Chen Mo was stunned. Give animals cultural lessons? Is there such a self-discipline challenge? After thinking about it, Chen Mo decided to complete the self-discipline challenge of Stinky Lion first. Stinky Lion is also a white self-discipline challenge that can be completed in 7 days. It seems to be more effective than Teaching Lion. To be honest, Chen Mo is quite looking forward to the effect of Stinky Lion. It can't be that you make your farts super smelly, right? Chapter 44, Forbidden Land Black Abyss. Stinky Lion, Self-Discipline Challenge Day 7 Morning. Tanzania Rada Port. 2 rows of soldiers in military uniforms stood in a line. The soldiers stood straight, as if they were welcoming some big shot. After the resurrection of spiritual energy, mutant creatures appeared in every city in Tanzania, and the military was stretched to its limits. This scale of reception was already the highest level. An old black man in military uniform and a young officer stood at the port. It was the general and Colonel Cullum. They looked at the sea level in the distance and looked forward to it, as if they were expecting something. About half an hour later, the outline of a warship appeared on the sea level in the distance. Seeing this, they were completely relieved. The warship slowly docked at the port, and more than a dozen Dongsha people in military uniforms walked down from the ship. The leader was a middle-aged man with a square face, carrying a broadsword more than 1 meter long behind him, which gave people a sense of solemnity. The other Dongsha soldiers also had significant characteristics. Most of their hair was red or they were bald, and they were obviously all fire awakeners. Next to them, there were various fire-type supernatural creatures. Behind a young girl, there was a fire fox with flames burning on its tail. A red swift stood on the shoulder of a bald young man. Behind the team, there was an orangutan with flames all over its body, as well as a tabby cat and a police dog with flames rising between its claws. After these fire-type supernatural creatures were tamed, they came here with a large army. The general and Cullum hurriedly went to meet them. Instructor Wang, Cullum saluted the square-faced officer. Before the resurrection of spiritual energy, the instructor Wang in front of him was the instructor of their army. Thank you for coming all the way to help us, the general said with a smile, and stretched out his hand to shake hands with the other party. This Dongsha team is Dongsha's awakened team, the Flame Dragon team. The Captain Wang Long is a high-level awakened who has touched the Lord's barrier. More than a month ago, when the ancient secret realm of the Great Snow Mountain just appeared, the leader of Tanzania contacted Dongsha. Dongsha also expressed its attention to the newly emerged secret realm and immediately sent a team of awakeners. After more than a month of traveling on the sea, they finally arrived in Tanzania. It should be. The ancient secret realm has not officially descended yet. Fortunately, we caught up. Instructor Wang shook hands with the general and said politely. They came here not just to help Tanzania, but for the upcoming Great Snow Mountain secret realm. The 2 ancient secret realms in Dongsha have officially descended and entered the end of the first stage. Their strength cannot play a big role on the battlefield. So they were sent here to fight for some opportunities at the beginning of the descent. Instructor, did you encounter any risks on the road? Cullum asked with concern. Don't say it, this journey is really dangerous. I almost couldn't come. Instructor Wang couldn't help but sigh. 3 months ago, a huge ancient secret realm appeared in the Indian Ocean, Black Abyss Secret Realm. This ancient secret realm is the largest secret realm that has descended so far, covering an area of more than 10 million square kilometers, which is larger than the land area of the entire Dongsha. For example, The Great Snow Mountain secret realm that descended in Africa this time covers an area of only 450,000 square kilometers. From the images captured by the satellite, this is an extremely huge black water vortex, and it is unknown where it leads to. After the secret realm descends, any life that approaches will be captured by this vortex and then mutate into a black water monster. So far, there has been no experience of life entering the black water vortex and coming out alive. When countries dropped nearly 100 nuclear bombs on it, but there was almost no ripple, the Black Abyss was listed as an absolute forbidden area. Because of the radiation of the Black Abyss, a large area of creatures in the nearby sea area have mutated and turned into Black Abyss monsters. Compared with other extraordinary creatures, monsters contaminated by black water are more brutal, more powerful, and have no reason at all. So they took a long detour from the Pacific Ocean. Even so, they still encountered many powerful marine mutants. In the sea thousands of kilometers away from Tanzania, they encountered a Black Abyss monster. It was a Black Abyss giant crab that touched the extraordinary barrier. Fortunately, the firepower of the warship was strong enough, so they were able to arrive in Tanzania safely. As for the air route, now the whole sky is not safe. Countless powerful birds occupy the sky, and airplanes are completely toys in their eyes. Even if the ship is sunk at sea, they still have a great chance of survival. Once the plane crashes in the air, with their current awakening level, it is still a life or death. Let's not be polite for now. Time is running out. General, please take us to the vicinity of the Great Snow Mountain. Let's test the concentration of spiritual energy first, Wang Long said. Okay, so, the group got in the car and drove to the edge of the Great Snow Mountain illusion. In the car, Karim told Wang Long about the current situation in Tanzania. The first person to be mentioned was naturally Chen Mo. Instructor, there is a supernatural creature in the prairie that has touched the Lord's barrier. How is it possible? Instructor Wang frowned. Karim did not refute, but silently handed over the tablet. There were 2 videos on the tablet. They were the process of Chen Mo fighting with the ice-armored white rhinoceros and the ice-fierce eagle. Both were taken by drones. In the video, an ice lion kept roaring, and it actually roared a high-level supernatural ice-armored white rhinoceros to death. Large areas of nearby ruins were crushed into powder by the sound waves. It shouldn't be. How could a supernatural creature of this level appear at this stage? After watching the video, Wang Long was a little shocked. The ice-armored white rhinoceros should have been the pinnacle of the fierce beasts that appeared at this stage. Even their Yanlong team would need some time to hunt it down. Because of the structure of their bodies, supernatural beasts are naturally much stronger than humans in combat. But this ice lion crushed the ice-armored white rhinoceros in all aspects. What's more exaggerated is that from the appearance of this ice lion, it is still a young lion. After killing the ice-armored white rhino, a shocking scene appeared. Other extraordinary ice lions dragged their prey and walked to the Lion King, bowing to the Lion King. This lion group is actually full of extraordinary spirit beasts, and they are absolutely loyal to the Lion King. According to our previous communication with it, the Lion King has extremely high wisdom, and what's more terrifying is Karim said in a slightly excited tone, it can also speak Chinese. It's a wild lion that can use Chinese proficiently. After saying that, he secretly glanced at Instructor Wang's expression. After seeing Instructor Wang's shocked face, Karim felt relieved. This kind of outrageous thing should not be faced by me alone. Chapter 45 Regional Core. Could it be a Dongsha lion? The young soldier in the back row couldn't help guessing. The possibility is very small. Not to mention that it is an ice-type extraordinary creature, it is unrealistic to run from Dongsha to here without being discovered. It should have a very high IQ and language learning ability, and it learned the human language after awakening. Wang Long made a guess. Then, Colonel Tarim told Wang Long about the Ice Lion King in detail, including his kidnapping, and then the Ice Lion King used this to extort a sum of resources from the Tanzanian military, and what he saw and heard during the week of being captured. After listening, Instructor Wang and the other 2 awakened people in the car were silent. Especially after hearing that this Lion King loves to drink Coke, everyone was a little bit unbearable. It must be said that this Lion King is a bit wild. This Lion King doesn't seem to hate humans. Have you tried to win him over? Wang Long asked. In the previous video, after the Lion King led the lion group to hunt the ice-armored white rhinoceros that attacked humans, he ate the meat and left without killing any human. If we divide the camps, this Lion King should belong to the neutral and lawful camp. Of course. We have had a short cooperation and are still allies now. But we don't have anything that can make it excited, so it's hard to win it over further, Cullum sighed. If you can contact the Lion King, tell him about the secret realm and the regional spirit. Wang Long thought for a moment and said to Cullum, Instructor, why should we tell the Lion King this news? Doesn't this increase the difficulty of finding the regional spirit? Cullum asked in confusion. There's more than one regional spirit, I'm afraid we will run into it, Wang Long said faintly. He can't afford to offend the extraordinary creatures that have touched the Lord's barrier before the ancient secret realm has arrived. I understand, Cullum nodded. He instantly realized that the Frost Lion King was already in existence that could not be solved. Even the Flame Dragon squad from Dongsha had to retreat. But now things are getting interesting. I'm looking forward to what the Aborigines in the secret realm will look like after they meet the Lion King. Wang Long seemed to have thought of something interesting, and a smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. At the same time, Chen Mo was hunting on the grasslands near the Great Snow Mountain. At this stage, he is already the strongest existence on this grassland, truly standing at the top of the food chain. After hunting a medium-level extraordinary icefield hippopotamus, he was about to take out the demon pill, but he felt a palpitation inexplicably in his heart. His heart was pounding. He couldn't help but look up, and the illusion of the Great Snow Mountain became more and more solid and heavy, giving people a feeling of being about to come out. This ancient secret realm is about to come. It may be tomorrow, or it may be the day after tomorrow. Leave here quickly. Chen Mo couldn't help but have this idea in his mind. This premonition did not only appear in his mind, but the creatures under the Great Snow Mountain illusion and the surrounding areas also had similar premonitions in their hearts, so they fled madly in all directions. After returning to the lion group's territory, the feeling of trembling with fear slowly dissipated. Looking at the endless towering snow-capped mountains not far away, Chen Mo felt a little uneasy. He didn't know much about what would happen after the secret realm came, and what was inside the secret realm of the Great Snow Mountain. He had asked Cullum before, but the colonel didn't know much either. And the information that could be found on the internet was extremely limited. Thinking more is undoubtedly, but I'd better try to become as strong as possible. Thinking of this, Chen Mo drank another bottle of milk. These days, Chen Mo's daily routine is to drink milk and soybeans crazily, and make himself fart as much as possible. It must be said that this stinky lion challenge is still a bit difficult. The previous self-discipline challenges could be completed by hard work, but the stinky lion self-discipline challenge is a bit uncontrollable. Fortunately, the milk and soybean combination has a good effect on inducing farts, and Chen Mo can basically complete the self-discipline challenge of the day at noon every day. Just when he was guzzling milk and only had one last stinky fart to complete the self-discipline challenge, his oversized tablet rang. Cullum. After Chen Mo chose to answer it, he saw a familiar face. Good morning, Lord Lion, Cullum greeted Chen Mo respectfully. It seemed that he knew that the Lion King didn't like to write, so Cullum also directly stated his purpose. This time I contacted Lord Lion mainly to share with you some information about the ancient secret realm. Chen Mo drew a question mark on the snow. He didn't know what the other side was selling. When he asked Cullum before, this guy still didn't know anything. Why is he taking the initiative to share with him now? The Awakening team of Dongsha has brought us a lot of knowledge related to the secret realm. I came to share this knowledge with you as soon as I learned about it. After all, you are our ally, Cullum said with a smile. Cullum, let me explain it. At this time, a bald uncle with a square face beside him took the phone. Lion King, let me tell you about the ancient secret realm in general, Wang Long said. Looking at the huge ice lion on the screen, he had a subtle feeling in his heart. This was his first time to talk to an extraordinary creature. First, according to the experience of the two secret realms that descended before, each secret realm is divided into many areas. There are at least a dozen, and at most dozens or even hundreds of areas. When the secret realm descends into a world, each area will produce a regional core, also known as the regional spirit. As long as you master the regional core, you can become the regional master of that place and gain absolute control of this area. So the most critical thing after the Great Snow Mountain secret realm descends is to fight for the regional spirit. The appearance of these regional spirits is different. It may be a plant, a stone, or something else. Second, most areas in the secret realm are inhabited by indigenous people. However, based on previous experience, the strength of these extraordinary creatures will not exceed the extraordinary level. Their goal is also to find the regional core. The reason I tell you this is that I hope you can choose to attack different areas with us at that time. We will attack from this place. Your current territory is here. You can choose these 3 nearby areas. We will not interfere with each other. Wang Long handed a map to Chen Mo and explained. The map marked the range of the Great Snow Mountain and the location of Chen Mo's current territory. Of course, if you are willing to cooperate, we welcome you. Chapter 46, The Terrifying Power of the Stinky Lion. No need, Chen Mo responded by riding on the snow. Although he had a natural liking for anxious soldiers. But he still had too little information and could not tell the authenticity of the information. If he cooperated rashly, he would easily fall into the trap of humans. Humans are the most cunning creatures. That's such a pity, the bald uncle said regretfully. Is there a second-level magic medicine in the Great Snow Mountain? Chen Mo rode on the snow. Compared with the regional core mentioned by Wang Long, Chen Mo cared more about the second-level magic medicine. Yes. But it is not originally grown in the secret realm. The second-level magic medicine will only appear after the secret realm descends into reality for a period of time. Similar to the previous first-level magic medicine, Wang Long did not keep the secret and directly shared the information with Chen Mo. If the area where these magic medicines landed already has a regional master, then forget about it. As for the magic medicines in the unowned land, we have to fight with the natives and other forces. Second-level magic medicines are the most precious existence for any force at this stage, so the most important thing is to fight for the regional spirit. Understood, thank you, Chen Mo wrote. After the man and the lion talked about some secret realm precautions, Chen Mo hung up the phone. Puff. After hanging up the phone, accompanied by a crisp sound, today's Stinky Lion, self-discipline is completed. You have completed the self-discipline challenge, Stinky Lion, White. Do you want to equip it? Yes, Chen Mo couldn't wait to experience the effect of Stinky Lion. After equipping Stinky Lion, Chen Mo instantly felt his stomach bulging, as if he was a little bloated. This made Chen Mo eager to release the gas inside. Puff. Accompanied by a loud noise. A ball of dark green gas sprayed out from behind Chen Mo, instantly covering the fan-shaped area behind him with a diameter of 10 meters. Although the stinky fart was released to the back, it spread very quickly, covering the area dozens of meters nearby. Chen Mo was naturally affected because he did not escape immediately. The pungent and irritating smell made him vomit directly, and then he burst out at the fastest speed ever and fled the area. Horrible. It was really horrible. Just being affected, he almost fainted. What would happen if he ate a full fart? Chen Mo simply couldn't imagine. This title is too terrible. Chen Mo yelled a few words, but he was very satisfied with this title in his heart. This is another good trump card. In order to ensure the actual combat effect, Chen Mo roughly tested it again. You can store up to 3 farts. After releasing them, you can replenish a stinky fart in about 1 hour. After figuring out the specific effect of Stinky Fart Lion, Chen Mo found a piece of grass to lie down and began to check the new self-discipline challenge. The new self-discipline challenge is a blue difficulty self-discipline challenge. Lord Lion, blue, expand the territory by 100 square kilometers every day through marking, occupation, etc. for 3 months. I actually got a blue quality self-discipline challenge. I don't think I can get a higher quality challenge in a short time. It's your turn. When he was promoted to a high-level extraordinary, the self-discipline panel gave Chen Mo a dual-line self-discipline card, allowing him to accept an extra self-discipline challenge. Because it was a one-time use, Chen Mo kept it unused. He wanted to find a high-quality self-discipline challenge to maximize the effect. Now he finally waited for the blue self-discipline challenge, Lord Lion. So he first chose to accept the self-discipline challenge of Teaching Lion, and then used the double self-discipline card to choose the self-discipline challenge of Lord Lion. Open 2 self-discipline challenges at the same time. Expanding 100 square kilometers every day is not too difficult for Chen Mo. Now the territory of the Ice Lion group covers an area of more than 2,000 square kilometers. But if it continues for 3 months, the territory occupied by the Ice Lion group will reach 6,000 square kilometers, equivalent to the area of 1.5 Shanghai cities. Looking at the entire African savanna, it is also a large territory. The territory occupied now should not be counted, right? Chen Mo tried it, ran a circle in his territory, and left his mark by the way. Seeing the progress bar of the self-discipline challenge gradually rising, Chen Mo breathed a sigh of relief. The territory currently occupied is not counted. It seems that this self-discipline challenge is not very difficult. It just takes a little longer. The area of the African savanna is vast. With his current strength, it is not difficult to expand. But for now, let's complete the self-discipline challenge of teaching lions. First, teaching lions, white, give 6 cultural classes, 40 minutes, to no less than 50 animals every day for 7 days. Roar, Chen Mo roared, summoned a lion group, and then asked Sankey to take out a dozen first-grade Chinese books from the off-road vehicle. After the challenge of teacher was swiped, Chen Mo asked Sankey to go to the city bookstore to buy a bunch of textbooks. There are books such as Chinese, mathematics, history, and biology, which have been piled up in the car. After all, it is better to be prepared. Roar, next, I will teach you about human language. If you are not interested, you can leave. When you go out, mastering more languages will open up more paths. Roar, hearing this, almost no lions walked away, and they all looked at Chen Mo with curiosity and admiration. Roar, I will teach you a few simple Chinese characters first. I means myself. Chen Mo wrote the word I on the snow. He did not start with pinyin. After all, lions cannot make sounds similar to humans, so there is no point in learning. In fact, Chen Mo did not have high requirements for these lions. It was good enough to know a few Chinese characters. Looking at the complex Chinese characters, almost all the lions' faces were full of confusion. This is still too difficult for them. Next, Chen Mo taught them a few more commonly used Chinese characters. At the beginning, due to the majesty of the Lion King, all the lions were learning hard. Soon, their expressions became blank, and then they began to wonder in the sky. There were even 2 little lions who had just awakened to the extraordinary and couldn't help but fell asleep. Moreover, Chen Mo discovered another problem. These first-grade Chinese textbooks may be just right for little lions, but they are too small for adult lions. They are just like palm-sized books, and the words cannot be seen clearly at all. But it doesn't matter. He just needs to be responsible for speaking. As for whether the students listen or not, whether they can understand or not is none of his business. Let's complete the self-discipline challenge of teaching lions today first. Chen Mo spoke for more than an hour in a row, and he was tired and sleepy. After finding that most lions were paddling and slacking off, he also started to touch them with peace of mind. It has to be said that the gap between lions is really big. They are all extraordinary creatures and have opened their wisdom. But most lions are already thinking about what to eat for lunch after a class. Sister Lion Elsa easily remembers every Chinese character that Chen Mo said. There is also the little black panther Luna, whose memory and understanding are not inferior to Sister Lion, and she is extremely hard-working. It repeatedly understands and memorizes every word taught by the Lion King. You know, it hasn't even fully mastered the lion language, but in the end it managed to learn all the Chinese characters that the Lion King taught it. Chapter 47 The Great Snow Mountain is coming. On the other side, Wang Long and the general and his party finally drove to the foot of the Great Snow Mountain. Looking at the continuous snow-capped mountains that were almost turning into substance, the eyes of several people were a little solemn. A young soldier next to Wang Long took out an iron box from his backpack. Inside was a silver instrument similar to a thermometer. The spiritual energy concentration meter. This is a treasure obtained by Dongsha Kingdom from a ruin in the secret world by bribing the guardian iron-eating beast. It can measure the spiritual energy concentration within a radius of 100 meters. The young soldier inserted the meter into the snow. 1 minute later, a number appeared on the screen of the meter: 97 spirits M. According to this spiritual energy concentration, the official arrival of the Great Snow Mountain should be a matter of today or tomorrow. General, let the soldiers be prepared. If there are extraordinary creatures rushing out of the secret realm, they must be killed as soon as possible, Wang Long said to the general. No problem. In addition, after the secret realm descends, the cheetah squad will go up the mountain with me. Only when we find and refine the core of the area can we achieve initial success in conquering the secret realm and have a real foothold. Yes, teaching lions the next day. The temperature of the grassland is getting colder. Now it has even reached about -20 degrees, but now the creatures living on this grassland have basically awakened the extraordinary and adapted to this temperature. Roar, 10:30 in the morning. After Chen Mo finished his morning class with a lion group, Xiongba, who came back from patrolling the territory, reported an important news to him. It found the Tanzanian army in an area more than 100 kilometers away from the Lion Group's territory. Military vehicles and tanks kept passing through the snow, and more than a dozen of them were equipped with rocket launchers. According to Zyongba, he also saw a large number of soldiers. The Tanzanian military may have transferred all the soldiers they could. The Great Snow Mountain is about to descend, and it is not surprising that Tanzania has such a big move. The storm is coming. Chenmo summoned the lions and silently waited for the official arrival of the Great Snow Mountain. Finally, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the illusory and majestic snow-capped mountains turned into reality in an instant. The land bordered each other, but there was no collapse or squeezing. The two were perfectly integrated. It was as if there was already a snow-capped mountain on this grassland. Chenmo stared at the entire Great Snow Mountain. At the moment when the Great Snow Mountain descended, he could feel a chill coming towards him, and the wind seemed to carry a cold breath from ancient times. The climate will become even colder. In addition, Chenmo could clearly feel that the concentration of spiritual energy on the Great Snow Mountain was far higher than its current location. It may be 10 times or even more. At the same time, Chenmo also saw bright blue beams suddenly burst out from the tops of the snow-capped mountains, reaching the sky. It lasted for a full half a minute before slowly dissipating. According to the captain of the awakening team in Dangsha, each blue beam represents the birth of a regional spirit. Looking around, almost every snow-capped mountain has a regional spirit born. 1, 2, 346. Chenmo silently counted the number of beams, and he couldn't see the beams that were too far away. There are 46 known beams, which means that at least 46 regional spirits were born in the ancient secret realm of the Great Snow Mountain. Chenmo knew. A new world has officially arrived. The lion group did not panic like other creatures. On the contrary, they looked fanatically at the Lion King with a body length of 8 meters in the center of the lion group's territory. There is no doubt that as long as their Lion King gives an order, they will charge. Roar, follow me. Finally, their Lion King issued a call. Perhaps it was the fighting gene flowing in the blood of the lion that made Chenmo eager to have a hearty battle. After the light dissipated, the top of a snowy mountain in the secret realm of the Great Snow Mountain. In the vast snowstorm, there stood a block of ice more than 10 meters high, in which a huge white wolf was sealed, like a giant piece of amber. As the snow mountain completely descended on the grassland, the ice melted quickly, and the eyes of the white wolf, which was originally like a specimen, suddenly lit up with a faint blue light. Snap snap, the ice began to break rapidly, and the white wolf broke out of the ice directly. There was excitement in its eyes, and then a long wolf howl. A woo on the top, side, and foot of this snowy mountain, there were hundreds of huge ice blocks more than 10 meters high. In each ice block, a lifelike white wolf was frozen. At the moment when the secret realm descended on the prairie, these ice blocks broke and melted. Hearing the call of the Wolf King, countless awakened frost wolves ran wildly to the top of the snowy mountain. Then, under the call of this Wolf King, the wolves were dispatched, and the frost wolves began to run in search on the snowy mountain. They shook every tree and every stone, as if they were searching for something. Another snowy mountain not far away. In a cave covered with heavy snow. One by one, the ice ghosts that looked like ghosts and exuded a chill also broke through the ice and woke up. Such scenes occurred in every corner of the Great Snow Mountain secret realm. Winter saber-toothed tigers, ice-scaled giant pythons, snow-stepping foxes, frost cyclops. The moment the Great Snow Mountain secret realm descended into reality, countless extraordinary creatures woke up from the ice, and then, under the call of the tribe leader, began to frantically search for something on the other side. The moment the Great Snow Mountain descended, the Tanzanian army, which was on high alert, did not take action immediately. The firepower of the Tanzanian army was still not strong enough to cover the entire Great Snow Mountain secret realm with firepower. It was difficult to cover a snowy mountain with firepower. So we had to wait for an opportunity. When the first secret realm of Dangsha descended, countless rocket launchers and missiles directly bombarded these aborigines, almost covering the entire secret realm. It was indeed a small shock to the indigenous people with hot weapons. However, Dangsha did not know at that time that they had to find the regional spirit first and occupy the point. After the extraordinary creatures that survived the artillery fire in the primeval forest occupied several areas, human hot weapons could no longer threaten them. Even if nuclear bombs were dropped later, it would be useless. As a result, the two sides are still in a stalemate. According to the experience of several other secret realms, the aborigines in the secret realm will wake up quickly the moment it descends. The first thing they do after waking up is basically to look for the regional spirit in their own area, Wang Long said to the general. But there will always be some races with not very good brains. Instead of looking for the regional spirit at the first time, they will choose to invade the outside world. Let's wait for a while and see if we can wait for these races with not very good brains. If not, we will bomb the mountain at that time. About 20 minutes later, Kulim shouted excitedly, General, Instructor Wang, there are extraordinary creatures running out of the Great Snow Mountain Secret Realm in Area 3. Chapter 48 Snow Fox. Before the Great Snow Mountain came, there were hundreds of drones on standby near the Great Snow Mountain. After the Secret Realm came, these drones hovered at the border between the Snow Mountain and the grassland, observing the movements outside the Snow Mountain. At this moment, on the drone screen, at the foot of the Snow Mountain just named Area 3 by the military, creatures similar to frost giants were running wildly from the Snow Mountain to the grassland. These frost giants are more than 4 meters tall, covered with ice crystals, with only one eye on their faces, and look ugly and ferocious. Don't rush to open fire. Wang Fan, you let Chiayuan pull all these cyclops to this area. Wang Long pointed to the map and gave an order to the young soldier beside him. Yes, the young soldier said in a serious voice, and then opened a software on his mobile phone. After entering the text, the mobile phone made a chirping sound. This software can roughly translate Chinese into bird language, which is also an important research achievement of Dongsha during this period. Chirp, with a loud chirp, the red feather swallow flew up from the young warrior's shoulder and flew towards the frost cyclops like a burning fireball. The red feather swallow is an extraordinary variant of the swift, with an extremely exaggerated speed. In the blink of an eye, the red feather swallow came to the top of the frost cyclops' head, and then it spit a mouthful of flaming saliva at each frost cyclops. In an instant, all the frost cyclops were angry. Their single eye kept emitting frost rays, but the red feather swallow was too fast and the frost rays could not hit at all. After attracting a large wave of ridicule, the red feather swallow used its proud speed to lure these frost cyclops little by little to the designated bombing area, and then burst out with amazing speed and left in a chic manner. After observing the red feather swallow leaving through the telescope, the artillery commander ordered, "Fire!" With a command to fire, more than a dozen rocket launchers fired at the same time, making a deafening roar. Boom! 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 Dozens of shells exploded at the place where the frost cyclops gathered. Under the baptism of artillery fire, some smaller frost cyclops were directly blown to pieces. After a few rounds, all the low-level extraordinary frost giants were blown to death, and the medium-level extraordinary frost cyclops were also severely damaged. Only the high-level extraordinary frost giants had a layer of ice armor on their bodies, blocking the bombardment of artillery fire. The frost giants roared in anger, but they had no idea where the enemy came from. The rockets dozens of kilometers away were completely incomprehensible to them. Seeing this scene, the warriors of Tanzania couldn't help but feel their blood boiling. The depression accumulated when fighting against extraordinary creatures before was vented at this moment. General, this is up to you. Hold these frost giants, we are also going to set off, Wang Long said to the general. After that, he took the Dongsha Awakener squad and the Cheetah squad to get on a series of off-road vehicles and drove quickly towards the snow-capped mountains where the frost cyclops lived. This is also the second part of the whole plan. After luring out the indigenous people of one of the snowy mountains and then holding them back, they can go to this snowy mountain and look for the regional spirit on this snowy mountain. As long as they find the regional spirit and successfully refine it, they will have a foothold. Chen Mo led the lion group to the snowy mountain closest to the ice lion territory. The wind and snow on the snowy mountain were too strong, and even Aisha's eyes could not see the situation inside the snowy mountain from outside the snowy mountain. Since everything was unknown, Chen Mo was ready to attack the big snowy mountain in front of him, first according to the principle of proximity. After entering the snowy mountain, Chen Mo was highly focused and always on guard against possible enemies around him. Although Wang Long said that the indigenous people in the secret realm did not exceed the higher extraordinary existence, theoretically he was the strongest existence. But he still did not take it lightly and remained very vigilant. There is nothing absolute in this world. Aisha's pupils radiated blue light, observing everything on the snowy mountain. The blizzard restricted its eyesight to a certain extent, but it could still see creatures 500 meters away. The ice crystal rat on Chenmo's back also activated its supernatural perception ability. Chenmo had already told them about the spirit of the region. The Lion Group's primary goal now is also to find the hidden spirit of the region. 5 minutes later, the Lion Group had arrived at the side of the snowy mountain. Chenmo stopped and found a little fox next to a stone a few hundred meters away. Its fur was snow white, and its ears and tail were frost blue, surrounded by frost. At this moment, the little fox looked around on the snow, looking a little silly. Snow fox, female, level, medium supernatural, constitution. 15, agility. 35, strength. 12, soul. 36, abilities, ice illusion, ice edge, ice tail, comprehensive combat power. 260-310, through observation, Chenmo quickly obtained relevant information. Aboriginal. After thinking about it, Chenmo decided to catch it first. So he ran quickly and rushed towards the little fox. Ying, the blizzard concealed his whereabouts very well. It was not until the two were less than 100 meters apart that the snow fox discovered the figure of the ice lion in the blizzard and began to flee desperately to the mountain. But it was too late. The snow fox was very fast. But Chenmo was faster. In just 2 breaths, Chenmo's figure had appeared in front of the little fox. Then the ice lion used its front paw to directly press the little fox to the ground. Because he was afraid that he would press the little fox to death by pressing it too hard, Chenmo carefully controlled his strength. With its current strength, if it exerted a little force, the little fox would probably be trampled into a heap. Ying the snow fox under his feet let out a mournful cry, then shook its furry tail, and shot out 2 white silk threads, which quickly attacked Chenmo. The silent ice storm rose and instantly tore the silk threads apart. Ying seeing this, the little fox under his feet let out a wronged wail. Chenmo took a look at the white, almost transparent silk threads. Unexpectedly, relevant information was displayed. This turned out to be an extraordinary item, silk of the psychic ice silkworm. The creatures connected by the silk can communicate with each other mentally, so this little fox doesn't want to attack me, but wants to communicate with me. Chenmo was stunned for a moment. Interesting. These aborigines actually have such treasures. Chenmo was worried that he didn't have much information about the secret realm of the Great Snow Mountain, and the aboriginals of the Great Snow Mountain sent him a little fox. After understanding all this, Chenmo grabbed the little fox, fiddled with the little guy's tail a few times, took out 2 silk threads of the psychic ice silkworm from it, and entangled himself and the little fox together. In an instant, he could understand the fox cry of the snow fox. Lion, can you not eat the little fox? Fox meat is not delicious. The little fox looked at Chenmo with a pitiful look. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 49, Subdue the Snow Fox. Roar, how do you know if it tastes good if you don't try it? Chenmo was just about to scare the little fox and get some information out of it. But the next second, he suddenly looked up and looked at the snow-capped mountains above his head. The snow-capped mountains were filled with the sound of foxes barking one after another. The noise of the battle just now still attracted the nearby snow-capped foxes. They used howls to convey information to each other and quickly rushed towards Chenmo's current position. Snow-capped foxes are creatures that attach great importance to family ties and will not give up the lives of any members. So in order to rescue the little fox and repel foreign enemies at the same time, they even gave up looking for the spirit of the region. Chenmo observed the information of each snow-capped fox. After reading the information of all the snow-capped foxes, Chenmo smiled. None of them had a comprehensive combat power of 800. None of them could fight. Perhaps they were worried that Chenmo would hurt a little fox, or perhaps they were worried that Chenmo's side had too many lions, so the first few snow-capped foxes did not attack rashly, but waited quietly on the snow more than 200 meters away from the lion group. Chenmo was naturally happy about this. Soon, the lion group was surrounded by the snow fox group. There were about 200 snow foxes in this group, most of which were medium-level extraordinary and low-level extraordinary. There were 5 high-level extraordinary. The snow fox with the highest comprehensive combat power had a combat power of 732, 780, and should be the leader of the snow foxes. It slowly walked in front of the lion group, then shook its tail, and a piece of ice silk flew to Shenmo's side. It seemed that it wanted to communicate and negotiate with Shenmo. Seeing that all the snow foxes had gathered, the next second, Shenmo gave Xiongba and Aisha next to him a look. Do it. Then, Shenmo rushed directly to the leader of the snow foxes. Aisha and other lions also attacked the snow foxes around. All negotiations are based on strength. Properly showing one's strength is more powerful than any words. The battle is about to start. At the moment when Shenmo jumped up, a trace of blue light flashed in the eyes of the leader of the snow foxes. The next second, Shenmo saw the leader of the snow fox suddenly disappear. Even the lions and foxes around him disappeared. It seemed that Shenmo was the only lion left in the vast snowy mountains. Ice illusion. Shenmo was not unfamiliar with the abilities of the snow fox. He had already seen through all the abilities it mastered when he observed it before, not to mention that Shenmo himself could perform ice illusion. Shenmo was not panicked, but just accumulated strength, adjusted his breathing, and then roared. Roar. The deafening roar of the lion suddenly sounded. The icy winds roared. The snow on the ground was flying all over the sky, and the snow was shaking, as if countless explosives were detonated in an instant. The next moment, the leader of the snow fox, the lions, and the foxes reappeared in front of Shenmo. The ice blue fox eyes of the leader of the snow fox flashed blue light, and the powerful sound waves wrapped in the mental shock made it howl in pain, and it could no longer maintain the ice illusion. Shenmo's soul power is more powerful than the snow fox that is proficient in illusion. The roar of the icy winds was another mental attack, which directly broke the ice illusion of the snow fox. At this time, the other 4 high-level extraordinary snow foxes condensed hundreds of ice blades, turning them into an ice blade storm to slash at the ice lion. However, seeing the overwhelming ice blade storm, the ice lion did not dodge or avoid it, and continued to rush towards the leader of the snow foxes. Dang dang dang. The moment the ice blades hit the ice lion, they turned into ice crystals and shattered completely. These sharp ice blades did not even scratch the skin of the ice lion. Fat House Happy Lion made Shenmo's skin extremely tough and possessed extraordinary defensive capabilities. The attacks of ordinary high-level extraordinary creatures could not cause any harm to him. At this time, Shenmo had already rushed to the front of the snow fox leader and pressed him down with his front paw. The leader of the snow fox fought back desperately, but its strength was too different from that of the ice lion. Once the mage was hit in the face, there was only one way to go. The other 4 high-level extraordinary snow foxes saw this scene and rushed towards Shenmo regardless of everything. Shenmo released an ice storm around himself, and the whistling wind blew them all away. He deliberately controlled the intensity of the ice storm so as not to kill these fragile snow foxes directly. Shenmo still wanted to subdue this group of snow foxes in his heart. From the information he had observed before, he knew that creatures like snow foxes valued blood relations very much. If he killed a few snow foxes, the remaining snow foxes would most likely trigger the buff of never give up. On the other side, Aisha had already rushed into the fox group and kept roaring. In the thunder-like lion roar, snowflakes flew all over the sky. One by one, the snow foxes rolled on the ground in pain. Like mowing the grass, wherever Aisha went, the snow foxes fell down in large numbers. With a blessing of Roaring Lion, each of its lion roars had extremely terrifying power. The extraordinary ice lions followed behind the gap opened by Elsa, hunting down those snow foxes that still had the strength to fight. The strongest ability of the snow fox is to create illusions, and its melee ability is very weak. After the ice illusions were disintegrated by roars, it was no match for the lion group. In less than 3 minutes, there were only a few standing snow foxes left. But even so, none of the remaining snow foxes ran away, but continued to launch fearless attacks on the lion group. Looking at the large group of snow foxes that fell, Shenmo felt that it was almost enough, so he let out a lion roar and asked the lion group to stop. Then he slowly walked to the side of the snow fox leader, connected the other end of the twigs and ice silkworm, and calmly said to the snow fox leader, "Roar, submission, or death, it's up to you to choose." He was already very skilled in this set of operations. Before, when other extraordinary creatures were subdued on the grassland, they often shook their lion bodies and showed their own strength, and the other party basically surrendered. Hearing this, the eyes of the snow fox leader showed reluctance and anger. The ice lion in front of him was too domineering and arrogant. But at the same time, it was too powerful. It was already a supernatural creature that had come into contact with the Lord's barrier. It should be the strongest existence so far. However, it was vulnerable in the hands of the Ice Lion. The spiritual energy in the outside world has just been revived for a short time. How could such a terrible supernatural creature appear? Ying, powerful Lion King, we are willing to surrender. Please let our people go. In the end, the Snow Fox leader bowed his head slightly. For the survival and continuation of the entire tribe, it finally chose to surrender. Shenmo then realized that the little fox was still being held down by the Lion Mother. The Lion Mother thought that since her two children were killing indiscriminately, one more and one less would not be much, so she was responsible for guarding the fox quality on the spot. After the Lion Mother released her claws, the little fox quickly ran to the side of the Snow Fox leader, licking the Snow Fox leader's wounds, with a sad and self-blaming face. Ying roar, were you looking for the spirit of the region before? Shenmo asked. Ying, the leader of the Snow Foxes, nodded. What does the spirit of the region look like? Shenmo asked again. The behavior of these Snow Foxes can correspond to what Wang Long said. It seems that the spirit of the region is really a key thing. Ying, its body is a crystal fragment, but it can transform into any non-living or living thing on the snow mountain. Only when it is touched will its original form appear, the leader of the Snow Foxes answered. Shenmo nodded, and then roared, roar, now this snow mountain is taken over by the Ice Lion clan. You stay in the cave in front for the time being. You can't come out without permission. As for the Snow Fox clan that he had just conquered, he naturally would not easily trust them, nor would he let them participate in the search. Roar, Xiongba, Aisha, you stay here and watch over them. After giving the instructions, Shenmo roared at the lions again, asking them to disperse and search for the local spirit on the snowy mountain from different directions. And he took the little white mouse with him to search. Chapter 50, Refining the Spirit of the Region. Area 3 of the Great Snow Mountain Secret Realm. Wang Long led the awakened team through the snowy mountains quickly. According to the knowledge we obtained from the ruins, it is very important to obtain the core of the area. This is the key to whether a race can survive next, Wang Long said to the Flame Dragon team and the Cheetah team. So, we must win this operation. Not long after going up the mountain, a Frost Cyclops discovered them. This Frost Cyclops' procrastination was too serious. It just got up when the large army took action, and then saw several reptiles appear in its territory. Needless to say, the battle has already begun. Wang Long did not speak, and ran straight towards the Frost Cyclops. The fierce fire dog with flames burning in its claws beside him also charged together. The fierce fire dog was very fast, and it came to the front of the Frost Cyclops in the blink of an eye, and it spit out hot crimson flames from its mouth. The Frost Cyclops had no time to dodge, and the ice armor on his body began to melt visibly under the baptism of flames. Feeling extremely uncomfortable, the Frost Cyclops hammered at the ferocious fire dog with both hands, but was cleverly avoided by the fire dog. At this time, Wang Long had already circled behind the Frost Cyclops, using the giant's back as a ladder, and jumped onto its shoulders after 2 steps. Then Wang Long suddenly swung the long knife behind him and chopped at the back of the Frost Cyclops' neck. Accumulate power. Chop. The moment the long knife was swung, surging flames burst out from the surface. The skin of the Frost Cyclops, which was originally difficult for bullets to penetrate, was cut like tofu under the flame blade. This chop directly cut off half of the Frost Cyclops' neck. The raging fire burned the Frost Cyclops' wounds and blood, causing it to wail in great pain. Fire spirit power has a strong lethality to ice-type extraordinary creatures. At present, 2 ancient secret realms have descended in Dongsha, one dominated by fire-type supernatural creatures, and the other dominated by wood-type supernatural creatures. Knowing that the Great Snow Mountain Secret Realm is dominated by ice-type supernatural creatures, the people sent to support Tanzania this time are all fire-type awakeners and fire-type supernatural creatures. Swish. Swish. 2 more cuts. The red flame burned on the neck of the Frost Cyclops, and finally the entire head of the Frost Giant fell to the ground. The strong vitality made its body struggle for more than 10 seconds before it fell to the ground. This medium-level supernatural Frost Cyclops was not Wang Long's opponent. According to the previous plan, everyone will search in 2 teams. After killing the Frost Cyclops, Wang Long said to the others. They brought a total of 2 spiritual energy concentration testers this time. The regional spirit may be any living or non-living thing on the Great Snow Mountain, but the spiritual energy concentration at its location will be significantly higher than other places. The aura concentration tester is simply a magical tool for searching for regional spirits. After being inserted into the snow for 1 minute, it can measure the aura concentration within a radius of 300 meters. As long as the aura concentration in the area deviates, there is a high probability that there is a regional spirit. Now time is tight. It will certainly be a little dangerous to split into 2 teams. But the search efficiency will be doubled. With the assistance of black technology, Wang Long believes that they can definitely be the first to find the regional spirit. Chen Mo entered the hurricane mode, running wildly on the snow at a speed of more than 170 meters per second, while his eyes kept observing the objects around him. He was looking forward to the appearance of the attribute box. The regional spirit should also be considered an extraordinary thing that can be observed by him. The eyes of the little white mouse on his back flash blue light, exerting extraordinary perception to the extreme. Squeak! When they were about to reach the top of the snow mountain, the ice crystal mouse suddenly shouted to Chen Mo with some excitement. Squeak! The little white mouse kept gesturing with his hands. Without knowing the language of lions, he desperately pointed to a 30-meter-high snow mountain spruce in front of him. On the spruce lay a snow-white fox, almost blending into the surrounding environment. Roar! I found you. The spirit of the region may transform into any kind of living or non-living thing. Now that the other snow foxes were controlled by him in the cave, this snow fox that suddenly appeared was very abrupt. Sure enough. After only 2 seconds of observation, this snow fox revealed its true form, Snow Mountain Region Spirit. It is formed by the gathering of spiritual energy in a certain area. It has no real consciousness, but can transform into various shapes. Chen Mo rushed over directly. The next second, this snow fox was pressed under his feet. And the moment he caught the snow fox, its shape slowly changed, and it turned into a piece of ice blue jade fragment. Is this the spirit of the region? Chen Mo observed it for a while, and after confirming that it was correct, he injected ice spiritual power into it. This is the method Wang Long told him to refine the regional spirit. The ice spiritual power surged rapidly. When Chen Mo injected half of the spiritual power in the ice pill into the regional spirit, only 1/8 of it was lit. If you want to refine it completely, you need to charge it 4 times in the full blue state. However, what Chen Mo didn't expect was that when the lighting progress reached 1/4, the regional spirit under his claws suddenly burst out with an extremely bright and dazzling light. A light blue beam of light pierced the sky. It was exactly the same as the beam of light that pierced the sky emitted by the regional spirit at the beginning of the secret realm. Chen Mo didn't expect that after injecting a certain amount of ice spiritual power into the regional spirit, this thing would emit such a dazzling brilliance. Wang Long didn't tell me this, and I don't know if it was intentional or he accidentally forgot. Chen Mo sighed, but there was no fear in his cold eyes. On the contrary, he was very excited. Then let me see the strength of the aborigines in this secret realm. The moment the pillar of light lit up, the extraordinary creatures in most of the Great Snow Mountain secret realm within a radius of hundreds of miles saw this scene. Several tribes that were originally looking for the regional spirits of their own territories on the nearby snowy mountains quickly gathered and then quickly headed towards the snowy mountain where Chen Mo was. It's faster to find it yourself than to snatch it. Of course. There are also a small number of races that choose to continue looking for regional spirits in their own territories. Or some races that are too far away and don't want to compete did not come. In Area 3, the awakened team that had not been searching for a while naturally saw the pillar of light that shot up into the sky. Wang Long was stunned. How can a creature find the regional spirit so quickly? Wait, that direction seems to be the snowy mountain closest to the Lion King's territory, he had a vague guess in his mind. But he didn't dare to believe it. In this case, the third step of the plan has been disrupted, Wang Long sighed. He originally planned to find the regional spirit first, but not refine it. He would wait for the extraordinary creatures in other areas nearby to start refining it, and then refine it after other races went to snatch it. But now they haven't found the spirit of the region yet, and some creatures have begun to refine it. Alice, we can only wait for the next wave. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone, see you in the next video.